With Phil stumbling drunkenly out of his bed, appearing in his head all the things he's wanting to be said. 19 minutes of Phil to Phil, with so much time to kill. He promised chill, but all he does instead is beg and chill. The stream's online and straight away begins to whine, but all is fine as long as Shaz's benign and doesn't step out of line. His content's immature for all to endure like fresh manure, but I feel sure he ran straight to feeling so insecure. The money earned from yesterday was withdrawn and long gone, as Phil's spending impulse is always had to stay on. If supports are also slow and stays so low and fails to grow, you never know, the show may turn into an easy bingo. One sicked off across the board with charge to what because his code can't be ignored. Just how much DSP makes us feel so bored to help us fight or sleep and try to keep alert to watch a creep who play bingo, but Phil will bitch and why his sheep are also cheap. While DSP is chasing green, we're seeing green across the screen as Phil's routine predictability rivals are so machine. He's not in burp and leaning ban. It matters not if actually fun his trials can't see if others make him feel less of a man. Takes a drink and starts his like before lunching into a big pretending there for bills when truth is there to buy a wrestling JPEG. Talks about his shitty life of college cat and fatty wife and all his strife while forgetting that it's done well and they were rife. With drama he will react but isn't act, that is a fact as he rehearsed to be exact in how he felt he was attacked. He seems nearly over it and a win is in sight, with what to white despite Phil to light that tips were not white. We'll say alright it is okay and now it's time for Phil to play, but first he'll say that tips will help from being off the other day. And with those words we win again, it's never if but always when the game is won. Thanks to that we made it to the very end. Hey guys, King Jad here, and welcome to DSP Bingo for what is today, Friday the 12th of January 2024. I do hope we're all doing very well indeed, and I hope you've had an enjoyable week as well. Before we even continue, I need to shout out our cestus for gifting 5 memberships to the channel, and the people that received these memberships were Eric Reisner, Chris Johnson, Confusio, Twilight Media Corp and Raven of Chaos. So big ups to those 5 for receiving the membership, and of course thank you very much to our cestus for gifting those memberships in the first place. Very kind of you, good sir. So today is a brand new day of course, and Phil forgot to set up a stream. If you scroll up in his chat here, his stream wasn't live. Oh, hold on. Thank you very much to Cal Denson for the super chat, who says, I guess the chat is alright. That's a Q soundboard. The soundboard, remember, if it's... I probably should lower it, I guess, you know. If a super chat's over £5, it'll play a different sound and show you a different animation, which will describe what Cat is. She's a big fucking bitch, but we called it. We're gonna say we called it, you know. We a lot of us. I mean, even me. I was guessing the Cat was going to be on Phil's mystery stream during Wednesday. You know, the fucking podcast on Wednesday. And I mean, lo and behold, Phil, you know, got Cat on the stream. You know, whether against her will or not, who knows? It was certainly a strange one. But I'll go over that very soon. I want to go through a couple of things first. First of all, big ups to fantastic Mr. Sam and Steve Dead for both returning to the that being said lineup. You know, I think obviously Steve Dead is still in full recovery mode. He'll be able to come back, I think, in small bursts and everything else, you know. But it was good to see Sam back as well. Sam being back as well was a nice pleasant surprise. And they had us as well to complete the whole roster, you know what I mean? They had this little surprise appearance of, like, you know, Steve was like doing like a video clip, and they turned it into him being on the show all together to join them for the last hour or so. I'll play this wee bit here, but I thought it was quite nice to see. You can take the sting and surprise out of Mike's documentary by showing Cat yourself. There's just so much. I need to... this isn't enough. Bed isn't enough. Shed isn't enough. I need I need to go fix my webcam. ALT, will you like click some things and do, you know, do what you do, and I'll see you all.
Big up, Steve. Thanks so much for that, and hope you can join us back soon. Wait, what's that?
Oh my god, that's Steve's music. I ruined it. They already know.
God damn it. Okay. Look at this, full team.
Can't even build hype anymore.
Full team back in the house. It's been a long time. Steve is of the shed, of the bed, of the dead in the house. Steve, come on.
Hello.
And of course, Steve Dead with the Rimmer style Red Dwarf salute. You know, it was great to see Sam and Steve back as well. Yeah, I mean, it's not the same about the two of them on the show as well, you know what I mean? I know Alt and Meerkat, they still do some good shows, you know what I mean? But it's not the same about all four of them together, you know? That's what, you know, makes it worth watching when all four of them are combined. You know what I mean? So it was good to see, also Steve dead, you know, great to see him back as well, you know what I mean? Still recovering from his back surgery, but Sam as well, who has been missing for a wee while. So big ups to them. So I just thought I'd kind of start off with some nice little positivity, you know what I mean? Steve is back and Sam seems to be back as well. So yeah, hopefully Steve's recovery will keep going smoothly and he'll be able to, you know, endure these, because it's hard for Steve to do this for a long time. Like, he can manage like 30 minutes or an hour at most, I think, but before his back starts giving him a whole lot of problems and he has to kind of lie down again. He's still recovering from that back surgery, but the fact they can still do these small bits and pieces here and there, I mean, is fantastic to see. So hopefully he'll be still mending away and, you know, he'll get better over time. The other thing I wanted to cover from Phil was the fact that he appears to have stolen content for DSP Throwback and made a very good video about this and covered this very well, I thought. It was noticed originally by Hate Army. Hate Army on Twitter caught Phil out and yeah, and also documented it quite well and done a live stream with it. So here's a part of the live stream I'll show you guys of Anne basically showing Phil was stealing someone else's content for his own personal gain.
But yes, this is the re-upload controversy. Now, for those of you who don't know, I feel like I'm doing a DSP thing when I start doing this. But Red Dead Redemption is being now re-uploaded alongside of DSP's Final Fantasy 13 playthrough. He is also complaining, of course, because the views are going drastically down. And he had this up for approximately an hour and a half. Now, the good thing about this is I'm very meticulous when I download shit because I like to back up shit with a thing that I'm not going to say what it is. Like, you know what it is, and if I say it, it'll be in the algorithm, so I don't need to say that. Or else, you know, they might kill me off and they'll murder me and you'll never see me again or something like that. So, I backed up his video because, unfortunately, when you click on this video, it leads you to the video is private.
So hold on, I want to kind of reiterate to you guys that this video, I checked earlier on today, like an hour or so ago. The original version of Red Dead that Phil uploaded is still private. Phil didn't delete the video, he didn't remove the video, he made that video private. This video is still on his channel, he just made it private because he didn't want to delete it. Why did Phil make it private? You're about to see.
Good job. Marked_1 gifted a
Thank you, Mark1. Thank you for the gifted sub. I appreciate it. Don't worry about gifted nothing. But we appreciate it nonetheless. Now, you're probably thinking to yourself, but wait a minute. The video is there, and it didn't say it was uploaded around almost 3 hours ago. It was actually uploaded an hour ago, and it has 184 views instead of your stupid 261 that you checked on 2 hours ago. Yeah, you're right, because it's a different fucking video. It has a different fucking URL too. If you look at the top, that URL is completely different to this URL. Kind of weird. Now you're probably asking yourself, what the fuck happened? It's just DSP playing his epic journey of Red Dead Redemption from 2010 on the 360. It's a playthrough in all of this. Well, don't worry. It wasn't because of hateful slurs. It was actually for a dumber reason. As I have backed up the video, we can actually tell what it is. I have it ready to go on my VLC player, I believe. VLC? Yeah, VLC player. I want you guys to watch this and I want you to pick it out. Let me fucking put that down. Sonic, you gotta shut up.
Remember, this is what people have been remastering for Phil.
Rockstar and Rockstar, excellent. Red Dead Redemption. New downloadable content, multiplayer or single player. Obviously, let's do single player.
This was the original. So
No file could be found.
It's an ancient snort right there.
Yes, I know you're gonna autosave. Go right ahead.
Keep in mind the quality of the footage and also the bottom right hand corner, and we'll point out to you.
Exodus in America.
If
So
you
it looks like
can,
get no opportunity
please
to adjust anything
pay
up front. Just like Grand
attention.
Theft Auto, you jump right into the game.
Pay attention
and you probably
right
adjust
around
it
here.
on the fly during the game.
Right here. Just look at this corner right here and pay close attention.
Wait for it. Wait for it.
It was sassy, Phil.
Almost there. Well, the quality got a whole lot better all of a sudden. What's that in the
It's the
bottom
boat
right?
from Maverick, the gambling boat.
Is that a watermark in the bottom right?
Or maybe not.
There's not DSPs.
You probably can't tell.
Look out of my way. Holding in this piss for 5 hours.
You probably can't tell. But if you can tell, there's something down there on the bottom right. What's that? Game on,
Time
game
machine.
sin. What is that? Huh? Wait a minute. What is that branding down there? I don't remember DSP having games. Who's Game Sin? Huh? What? Game Sin? Yeah. So apparently DSP had Game Sin. Now, I will show you for a comparison. This is DSP's newest upload. Now, granted, again, I've stolen the video completely in 100%, so that way I could prove my point. This is the current video on DSP Gaming.
Rockstar and Rockstar, excellent. Red Dead Redemption.
So
New
this,
downloadable content,
this
multiplayer
looks
or single
different.
player. Obviously, let's do single player.
the new version, the
No
sneaky
file
new
could be
version.
found.
of
Let's
stuff.
trade in your save one. Yes, I know you're gonna autosave. Go right ahead. Exodus in America. So it looks like you get no opportunity to adjust anything up front, just like Grand Theft Auto. You jump
Very
right into the
classic
game,
snert.
and you probably adjust it on the fly during the game.
You notice something missing? I wonder what's missing. Huh?
The
What?
boat from Maverick, the gambling boat.
You'll also probably notice something else.
Or maybe not.
The textures seem to be a lot different and a lot clearer. What happened?
This is not being cropped, but some people are saying, I thought I just cropped it or someone else cropped it for them. No, this is entirely different footage. So one person went from stealing someone else's footage, then they saw the watermark was there, so they stole yet another person's footage and replaced it. Again.
Fuck out of my way!
It's the same
Holding in this piss for 5
1080p.
hours.
The same 1080p. What happened? Wait a minute. Excuse me. Where's the watermark? What's going on? No, you think it's cropped, but it's actually not cropped. It's just not there. It's not there at all. It's the same video. It's the same dimensions and everything. But you'll notice some stark differences. Please pay attention to the wood textures. You will see that they're completely different, rendered entirely different, as if it's from a different source entirely. So you can see all of the dimensions of that. And you could probably say, hey, this is the downscale. No, it's not. It's not. You know how I can tell it's not? I can tell it's completely different footage, not only from the textures, but where he initially got this from in the first place. So let's show you where the source actually belongs. Right here is Game Sin. Game Sin is the channel that he stole it from, right here. I'll go ahead and drop it in the chat. And if you'll take a look right here, this is going to be a comparison to what he initially had. So this is Game Sin's. As you can see, it's going to mirror exactly what's on the footage that was recorded. The blurry textures here, the blurry textures here. It's all the same. Yes, there is a little bit of loss, but it's not as big as you would think. It's the exact same shit that's being outputted in 1080p right here. The problem with DSP's newest footage, it's somehow or another rendering extra detail that wasn't there. Yeah, kind of weird, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
Kind of fucking weird, isn't it? We got new lighting, new textures. We can see the wood. The fucking water looks different. I don't know how to explain this. I'm just saying it's really convenient that after he gets called out on Twitter, after getting called out on Twitter by Hate Army for where this information was allegedly stolen, where DSP was shown with the game sin with his little fucking logo and no fucking description indicating that the video had like some footage taken from somebody else. Big ups, by the way. Fucking Hate Army. We love that guy. Not only does this showcase that the videos were the same, that it was initially privated, but the newest video doesn't even match like the old gameplay or even the new gameplay. It's like it's completely new fucking footage that's not even, it's not even consistent with his gameplay. If this even ran through an upscaler, everybody knows 100% we would be having the flashbang nonsense, because that's the shit that we had before.
Long story short, Phil is stealing other people's content for his own channel. It's his third channel. He's trying to get it partnered, but he's legitimately stealing game footage from other people's channels for his own personal benefit. Now, Phil might go ahead and say, I didn't realise what was happening, I don't edit it, it's my editors. Phil might not even acknowledge it. Phil is going to probably pretend the detractors are lying, the detractors are wrong, and whatever. Hate Army and Anne particularly got Phil's arse here. They caught him out in 4K. They've got the receipts, they're showing all the evidence, everything here. So because Phil's editor was super duper lazy and just tried to fucking steal someone else's fucking shit for Phil's own financial gain. Remember, Phil apparently watches these beforehand to check they're okay. We're going to have to assume that Phil was complicit here and is aware. There's no way Phil can pass this off by saying, I didn't know what was happening. This is clear as day. Thefts, and he was called out immediately. Hate Army called his ass out within an hour of Hate Army calling Phil out on his day off. Never know this. At least I think it was his day off, or was it Wednesday? Either way, he got called out for it, and it got replaced. So yeah, big up to Anne. By the way, if you want a link to this whole stream, I've not seen the whole stream myself, you know what I mean? But if you guys want to check out the rest of Anne's stream, debunking Phil and all that jazz, the link is in the chat right there. There we go. Is Phil live yet? He's going live. Oh, I timed that very well, didn't I? I timed that very well indeed. But yeah, this idiot pretending to be in his office a whole hour before going live. Fuck off. Bullshit. No way. No fucking way. There is one thing I've not covered yet, and it's this. Yeah. I'm not entirely sure the best way to go about this. My initial impressions when I first saw this, like I was asleep at the night stream. It's fucking 3 AM UK time, so I was fast asleep. I woke up to news of Cat being on the stream, so from the mystery stream thing, and I was like, well, that confirms a lot of things. That confirms that it was very likely Cat in that car. After all, remember the famous car picture? It was at a gas station or something, and Cat's just sitting next to him looking all glum as hell. Yeah, that probably was very much indeed Cat. I was watching Brando's stream earlier on, and he caught something very interesting. Cat, 5 years ago, 6 years ago, whatever, claimed that she liked K-pop. When she first fucking got introduced to the world, she claimed that she was a big fan of K-pop. Now, on this stream, she, when she turned up again, she hates K-pop. Very strange for somebody to go to really liking a particular genre to then hating it altogether. Is that the influence of Phil speaking? Did she just get turned off by K-pop in general? It's a very strange occurrence. And a very good observation by Brandon, a fantastic catch by Brandon, if he was the first one to catch that. But it's just kind of strange for Phil to claim, sorry, for Kat to all of a sudden hate K-pop, but she claimed that she fucking loved it back in the fucking day, when she was first, fucking thrown out on stream to fucking show off her assets or whatever. Yeah, so this, I'm not entirely sure. I don't want to go on about this too much, about Kat. Phil is clearly using her for his own personal gain. There is no doubt in my mind whatsoever that Phil has a couple of goals in mind by having Kat appear on the stream again. And I feel like it's mainly for Phil's own benefit, but it's also for the benefit of Mike Klum. I feel like he's desperately trying to portray some sort of image, some sort of fucking thing where it's like, look, I feel like Phil wants the haters and detractors and everything else to just pile in on Kat. So they can fucking point like a victim at everyone being mean and nasty to Kat and go and see, I can't even have a nice, meaningful stream with my wife without all these mentally ill people, taking shots at her, making her cry downstairs. So it's one of those things where it's like, it feels like Phil is deliberately baiting detractors at this point in time, just so he can fucking play the victim card once again to somebody like Mike Klum for a documentary. So, yeah, because of that, I personally am just going to say, look, Phil is disgusting, of course, by abusing Kat like this. Kat claims that she's always wanted to come back, but that's bullshit, because 4 years ago, Phil told his audience it was up to Kat. It was Kat's choice whether she fucking came back or not, you know what I mean? It was up to Kat whether she came back or not. If Kat always wanted to come back to the streams, then why was Phil telling his audience 4 years ago, it's up to Kat, and right now she doesn't want to do it? It doesn't add up, it doesn't make sense, it's kind of strange, but whatever. I'm actively making the decision here not to go on too much about Kat, because I feel she clearly needs help. And not just because she's fucking ballooned the size of a fucking small plant, however. That is a sign of clear fucking like anxiety or something like that. She is taking out, whether depression or feelings, whether she's coping with food. She's clearly, in the years that she's been with Phil, food has certainly become a coping mechanism. She's fucking ballooned in size. Now, I'm not saying that to be mean. That's just a simple and clear observation of the situation at hand. She was a relatively healthy person, at least physically, anyway, in terms of like, it was clear that she wasn't some big. She looked after herself clearly when she first kind of came into the scene. It looked like, but now, what the hell happened? God knows. And of course, there's only one thing you can think of that caused her to fucking go down this kind of route. She has no presence on the internet, member. Nobody has a clue what our social medias are. Or if people do know, they've kept it quiet, put it that way. But no, if the detractors fucking knew, they would have leaked that shit long ago. So yeah, this is the only thing I can think of is that Phil has done this to her. Phil has caused this damage to this. I mean, it feels kind of weird to call Kat a vulnerable woman because she's on the spectrum. Remember, she's on the spectrum. She's clearly easily manipulated, and this entire thing. She's basically not allowed to answer questions. Phil kept answering the questions for her, basically. Kat was essentially like a puppet here. I could play something, I'll say, but we got Bingo to fucking go on with, and everything else. We could easily play this and just show you guys, but I don't want to get derailed with the Kat stuff, I'm making an active choice to kind of just not focus too much on it. Because I feel that's what Phil wants to try to do. Because he's trying to set up this fucking eternal victim narrative. So, anyway. No, the stream's not cancelled. So Tony's asking, did Phil cancel the stream? No, he's live. And he's ready to go. It's just that I've been blethering because Phil was late. I will say that. Phil was late to his own stream. Phil forgot to set his own stream up. So there we go. But let's get our own stream set up. Let's get our own bingo stream set up and let's prepare for some bingo shenanigans. I'm going to need a number. Can somebody give me a number, please? The first number in chat I saw was Unsalted Skies with 321. We're going to use that as a random bingo card generated number card. I'll just randomise the background as well. There we go. The number is 321 and let me hit enter and there we go. This is a bingo card we have for today's Bingo Fun and or games. We've got Phil to say, oh, him touching his face, him slapping the leg, him pig-splaining something, and him chewing some water. The second row is Phil saying okay, excited, absolutely, chill, and tips. The third row is Phil saying friend, him getting at least $30+ in tips, him snorting, him giving a years ago story, and him saying content. The fourth row is Phil saying hate to say, him bumping the microphone, him saying that being said, should have that being said, him saying literally, and him touching his eye. And the fifth and final row is Phil smacking his lips, him saying business, him mocking his chat, him saying I would argue, and finally Phil saying day off. Very strong looking card indeed, and I have a good feeling about it, of course. Fingers crossed we can get a full house today. And remember guys, if we do get a full house, 25 out of 25 on the bingo card, one of you guys can potentially win a prize, but only if you leave a comment on a community post which is linked in the description of this live stream. If you don't do that, you're no one with a chance of winning a prize. Simple as that. There's plenty of ways for us to get free spaces on the bingo card to try and get a full house. For example, if Phil snorts 25 times or burps 10 times, that will give us a free space before we start recording for gameplay. Yes, I have increased the snorts to 25. It used to be 20, it was 20 for a long time. I've made it 25 because that's too fucking easy. 20 was too easy. He was every time he was hitting, it was basically a free space hitting 20 snorts. So I've slightly upped it to 25, which he usually does hit anyway. He has. I mean, you look back. I call you guys now. I challenge you guys to look back on the past few streams. He easily hits 25 anyway. He easily does. So don't come at me, man. Don't you fucking come at me with that scam bullshit. No. He usually easily hits 25 anyway. I defy you to find me a stream the last time. When was the last time Phil had snorts that were above 20 but below 25? I challenge you to find one. There we go. So yeah, if Phil hits 25 snorts or burps 10 times before he starts recording for gameplay for YouTube, that gives us a free space. If Phil gets 100 likes from his audience and blows bubbles from him before he starts recording for gameplay for YouTube, that too will give us all a free space. And finally, if we get 100 likes on this bingo stream, if we get 100 likes on the bingo before we finish playing bingo, not only will that give us a free space as well, but you guys also get to enjoy the bubbles animation. That Pixar animation is so very kindly made for us all to enjoy, to celebrate hitting the 100 likes. So, and on that note of all that being said, I think we're ready to start the bingo. So good luck everyone. Here we fucking go. Good luck.
What is going on, everyone? Phil here, and we have a lot to talk about this morning on the Level 1 podcast. A brand new week starting. A very big, successful, and interesting surprise stream that happened on Wednesday night that I'm sure everyone is a buzz about, plus updates on a million things going on, mostly good, some bad, but that's life, right? It's a brand new week here on DSP Gaming. All this and more on today's Level 1 podcast.
And I'm going to just mute him. Oh wait, hold on. Oh, he probably just said, oh yeah. I muted him because, oh, fuck the fucking no intro song, fuck that. Good luck everyone, here we fucking go. I'll go straight to music playing. Fuck off.
Alrighty, everybody. Good morning and welcome to the show and the start of a brand new week here on DSP Gaming. Today is Friday, the 12th of January, 2024. And here is my lovely wife, Kat, to join me for every single piece of content that I put out from now on. Burger. Or maybe not. I'm just kidding. Welcome to the show, and unless you've
Good joke, Phil.
been living under a rock, obviously you know that things have been going a little bit differently around here recently, especially this year. I told you guys I was going to be implementing tons of positive changes, did I not? I said I had all these things in the works and in the planning for 2024, and a lot of people are like, nah, that's old Phil talking, overhyping everything, right? Well, burger. Maybe not, because so far this year, just think of all the stuff that's happened. First of all, the announcement and the launch of my rebranded channel, DSP Throwback, and already the start of 2 retro throwback playthroughs that you guys have asked for many, many years that were lost to the internet. The announcement of me being involved in a documentary with Mike Klum, which is in basically production planning stages of, in fact, I have to talk to him over the course of this weekend about planning when he's actually going to come out and start filming for the very first batch of stuff for this documentary, and that's in the works. And of course, the new thing, right? The big thing. My white cat has returned back to my streams.
Hold on, I'm sorry. Did he just refer to his wife as the big thing? It's a bit mean. I know she's chunky, but Phil, come on.
Well, for the first time, this last Wednesday night in over 5 years, right? So, of course, everyone is abuzz about everything, okay? Everything. And oh my God, there's so much interesting new stuff going on. I agree. It's very hectic, and to be honest with you, it's hard to keep up with all of it. It's like, so I'm working on this, but then I forgot that I still have to do this, so I'm working on this over here, and then there's this new thing, and then, oh, there's something with the documentary over here, so I gotta answer this, and then, wait a minute, I still gotta do my normal daily stuff, so I gotta pay bills over here, and I gotta do a regular stream over here, and I gotta do that. In fact, this morning, I was just turning on the stream, like, where's the stream? I forgot to set it up.
And so he realised that at 7 PM UK time, 11 AM his time. Bill claims, I'm going to fucking keep repeating this point over and over again. Bill keeps trying to fucking claim to his audience that he is in his office, you know, this snort fork here, his room. He's in there in a whole hour before he's due to go live, preparing things, working on things, whatever. How can he be in there for a whole hour and not realise until 15 minutes before going properly live that he's not got a stream set up? It doesn't add up, it doesn't equate, it doesn't make sense. The simple explanation is that Phil has not been in there for a whole hour beforehand. He just basically was sleeping or whatever, or doing other things, or, you know, violently masturbating to himself. Who fucking knows? But he's not been in there for a whole hour preparing things, that's what I'm sure.
Wednesday night, you know, every night when I finish work, I always set up the next streams for the next day. In this case, it would have been for Friday, because yesterday was my day off. I forgot, you know, I have so much going on.
Burger.
With that very, very awesome and fun Wednesday night family hangout stream that we did, I totally forgot to set up the new stuff for today. That's on me. This is something that I have to get used to. I have so much going on right now, and I basically need to get into a routine where I remember all of this stuff that I got to work on and not let anything fall through the cracks, and I did, and I apologize for that, because some people this morning were like, Phil always has his stream set up, and we sit and wait and talk before he turns it on. Where was the stream? That's on me. I totally, you know, absent-minded after being in here, you know, extra, because you got to remember, when my streams go offline, that's not the end of what I'm doing. They were still uploading, setting up new stuff, and then I had to work on the throwback stuff and all this other stuff. And then
To steal other people's fucking content for the throwback stuff, yes.
it was my day off, so I had to prepare for that, and it's like all that stuff, and I'm forgetting stuff, you know? It's life, all right? But the good news is, I think everything right now is going pretty darn well, all right? And in fact, as you say, where do you start? You start at the beginning. And we have so much to talk about today that here's what I would like to do. I would like to get one possibly negative thing out of the way, because literally everything else I think I'm going to talk about on today's podcast is positive. So I would just like to get one thing talked about right here. You see this members total? Because right now, we're over 1,100 members on...
So how can you turn this into a negative? You have been gifted like 500 odd fucking members within the space of a week. For most people, that'd be a cause for celebration. Why are you about to turn this into a negative? Because you're going to fucking just reiterate the point they're about to lose 300 members. Is he seriously going to fucking complain about losing 300 members after being gifted 500 in the space of a week? I think he's actually about to. He's actually about to fucking complain about he's about to lose 300 members.
DSP Gaming. Yes, this is the highest we've ever had. Now, for the record, we actually hit 1170 the other day. We were at 1,170 on Wednesday. Okay.
So because he's lost 70 odd members in one fucking day, he's freaking the fuck out, even though he's at 4 digits of fucking members, primarily due to fucking whaling.
Okay. And I was like, wow, it's amazing. And people were like, well, did you unlock a new emote slot yet? No. We had to hit 1,200 to unlock the new emote slot, and we didn't get it. We got to 1,170, and then the stream ended. So like, okay, so that's where we were. Now, that's the highest we've ever had on the channel. Will we ever match 1,170 again? I have absolutely no idea. We lost a ton during my day off. Look at that. We lost like 70 members, okay? That means that a big member bomb from December expired. It's fine. There were a bunch of member bombs in December. They're going to continue to expire over the month. So if you'd like to support the channel today, a great way to do it might be to become a member or give some memberships. If we get to 1,200 members at any point, we unlock a new emote slot. And I actually have a few new emotes that we could possibly use. Someone had actually made me a couple of Street Fighter related emotes, me dressed up as Ryu and Ken. Remember how I did that last year? So two heads of mine looking like Ryu or Ken that are kind of silly that we could use. And those could just be placeholders until we figure out a better emote to use. Because remember I said, once you unlock a new emote slot on YouTube, you basically need to have an emote in there so that you have that slot. Anyway, so the good news is, right, highest number of members we've ever had on the channel. Positivity and support are great right now, right? I mean, let's be honest. Things have been going really good on the channel recently. I think you guys are enjoying all of the positive change, all of the new things in 2024 so far. This month so far, we're only 12 days into 2024, and everything's going great, right? But there is a possibility of something negative, and it's really eating away at me. This is what sucks. So here's the thing. I don't actually know how gifted memberships work on YouTube when it comes to, like, revenue recognition. What does that...
Is he seriously about to fucking complain about... Hold the fuck on. Is he seriously about to try and complain about him not... Is his analytics not showing him the money he's... So he's been gifted all his memberships, okay? And Phil's thinking, great, money. But I assume he's going to fucking tell his audience here that analytics aren't showing the money from all the gifted memberships. I need... Hold on, let me let him cook. I'm going to wind it by 10 seconds. I'm going to let him cook to see what's what.
And it's really eating away at me. This is what sucks. So here's the thing. I don't actually know how gifted memberships work on YouTube when it comes to, like, revenue recognition. What does that mean? It means, let's say, for example, you were to gift me 10 memberships today. Thank you, right, for that if you did. I don't know when I actually see the benefit from that. If someone were to just buy a membership right now, within a day or two, I should technically see that, like, in my revenue dashboard on my channel, and it should count. And it should say, okay, here's what you made this month and what to expect when you get paid by YouTube next month. Well, as you know, earlier this week, on the 7th, I received 200 gifted memberships from Nikita. Whoever that is, because that's not a regular, that's not someone who talks in the chat, it's just someone who dropped 200 memberships on the community. You guys got them. As you can see, we still have them. They still count, right? You all have them. The next day on the 8th, another 200 gifted memberships dropped. Like, whoa, same thing from this Nikita person. And we're also grateful and happy. It's such an awesome, positive feeling, right?
So you're not going to think to yourself, that's a very strange thing to happen. Somebody you've never seen before in your entire fucking life decides to randomly drop you fucking 400 members out of the fucking kindness of the heart, even though you've never seen them before. You have no idea who the hell they are. You've got no idea if it's a long-term fan or whatever. You have no concept, apparently, of who this random mystery person is, but you're willing to just fucking accept the fact that they wanted to give 400 members to you out of the blue, and you're not going to question that whatsoever. You're not going to you're not going to say to yourself, that's odd, that's strange, maybe I should be careful where I should trust this or not. I was just going to think, oh great, money, thanks.
And then a day passed, and then on the 10th, so this was back on Wednesday, during my daytime stream, another 100 memberships dropped, and this time it was by someone whose account was named Duty. Now, immediately this caused drama. Why? Because one of my detractors slash restreamers slash hate watchers slash internet stalkers, their name is like Duty Streams or something like that, and people
fucking shout to fucking Duty Streams, I guess. Congratulations, Duty.
Or like, oh, was it them? Yes, it was. So thank you so much to Duty Streams for gifting me 100 memberships. No, I don't think it was them.
So I want to reiterate something. Also, I'm pretty confident it wasn't fucking Duty. As I know Duty is sometimes prone to the odd clanger here or there, but I'm pretty confident they wouldn't just fucking gift Phil 100 fucking memberships because, no, I'm pretty sure it was not actually the real Duty. Case in point, at one time before, somebody has impersonated me on Phil's stream and given Phil money in my fucking name through a tip. Even though I was streaming Phil at the time, I was doing bingo at the time, it was weird as fuck to see my fucking name pop up in this fucking stream. But so yeah, some people just imitate, some, detractors, some Phil fanboys like to fucking imitate detractors just to try and cause some drama and rustle things up. It is what it fucking is.
That's a stupid association. But I mean, you could definitely say, gee, isn't that kind of weird that this particular person is using that name and then gifting 100 memberships to your community? Yeah.
So hold on. You thought that was strange, but saw nothing to concern you about a random person out of fucking nowhere gifting you 400 before. When a random nobody you've never seen before gives you 400 fucking members in 2 fucking days, you're like, oh, that's cool. There's nothing strange about that. But when somebody calls himself Duty and gives you 100, you're like, hold on, alarm bells. It'll make it make sense.
Yeah, it is weird. And again, we looked at the account. The account has existed for 3 years. It's not like a brand new dummy account made on YouTube. Who knows why an account named Duty, all of a sudden, they've never spoken in the chat, and they're dropping 100 memberships on the channel, right? Now, obviously, I don't look a gift horse in the mouth. I'm happy for this. And by the way, if you guys haven't noticed, all of you have kept these gifted memberships. You have them all, so it looks like they've stuck, right? Except, I'm checking every day on YouTube. It's now been 5 business days since I received that first batch of gifted memberships. Remember, it was the 7th I said? They still haven't counted them towards my revenue on the channel. It's as if they don't exist. Now, what does that mean? Does that mean that YouTube is skeptical about a large amount of gifted memberships?
Holy shit, he kicked the crap at that tripod. That was not a microphone bump. That was a fucking, fucking toe boot to the fucking tripod. I need to see that again. I might need to add Kick's tripod to the fucking bingo card.
What does that mean? Does that mean that YouTube is skeptical about a large amount of gifted memberships? By the way, I just kicked the camera. Sorry about that. Does that mean YouTube's skeptical and doesn't want to count them because they're worried that maybe, it was a fraudulent thing?
I mean, it's quite possible. That was a theory someone else had. So I might highlight a message earlier on, and I can see them now. I think they're going. But yeah, somebody in here said that earlier on that YouTube's, possibly investigating Phil. It was Cod Knife. That's who it was. It was Cod Knife. Cod Knife said it earlier on. That, he thinks YouTube could be investigating Phil's because there is some suspicious activity going on. It is definitely strange activity, and YouTube ought to investigate it for sure. I mean, it is certainly odd. So yeah, I mean, put it this way, it is not unusual for your YouTube revenue to show up as a negative value. It's happened to me before. I've had some days on YouTube where I ended up with a negative value on streams for various reasons. It's hard to explain why, but sometimes there are days when my, from, I'll say, my main, I do this for fun. This is a hobby. anytime I make money, it's because somebody is people are super chatting or gifting memberships. There is no ad revenue on my fucking streams or content and whatever because I don't run ads. But yeah, sometimes these things don't go through properly, and it'll come up, and YouTube will take that money away from you essentially. Well, not take it away from you, but it'll just take it off your earnings essentially. I have had negative values before, and I assume Phil might be fearing that'll happen to him as well if there's anything wrong with these particular gifted memberships.
I don't know. See, here's the thing with me. I don't track this stuff. I just, you just let it ride, and then whatever you get, and whatever you don't, right? And in general, the estimate that YouTube gives you of your revenue for the month is usually correct. And then what ends up happening a lot, is when they do their final like month-end estimates of your income, sometimes your income will actually shoot up because there's things in there that weren't factored in properly over the month. That's happened, where it says, oh, you're gonna make this much, okay, and then I actually get paid, and I'm like, oh, it's actually more than what they had said I was going to get, and that's kind of a good thing. It's a little bonus or whatever, right? So
that was a mic bump. That right there was a goddamn mic bump, so we're counting that.
Burger.
There we go.
So that's the thing, like, you guys have the memberships, right? Oh, and by the way, I have to move the pop-ups. I'm very glad. Thank you very much to Eva Cowboy Fan 1996 for doing that, because I got to remember, I got to move this back down to the bottom right now after our special stream on Wednesday night. It's a good reminder there. So yeah, like, you guys kept the membership. It's not like YouTube said, oh, well, we're skeptical, so we're taking them away or anything.
Burger.
You guys still have them. That's good. And you know what? I'm happy that even if this is some kind of a weird, big fraud campaign against me, at least you guys are keeping the memberships and keeping all the benefits. I'm happy for that. I'd rather have you keep them. You know what I'm saying? But, I have to be skeptical. You guys have to remember something. I've had so many malicious, fraudulent, even criminal things happen to me over the years. Remember years ago, someone was coming in with insane amounts of fake tips that were from actual stolen credit cards they bought off the black market. And so they would come in and do these tip bombs, and the next thing you know, they weren't real. And then I had to basically undo them and uncount them. And, it's a big mess. It's a big thing. There's all kinds of stuff like that over the years that have happened. Chargebacks and stuff. So, yeah, when I get a big thing of positivity like that, like these member bombs, I do have to kind of be skeptical. It's kind of the better thing to do, is to err on the side of caution rather than just say, yeah, I'm just going to get it no matter what. So I'm looking, I'm like, dude, it's been almost a week.
Phil, you're not going to see that, whatever happens anyway, you're not going to see that fucking money until February. It is out of your hands entirely. This is not just money sitting in your account. This is different from PayPal. This is not the same as a fucking PayPal situation where the money's sitting in your fucking account and somebody can fucking charge it back and all of a sudden you got a negative value because PayPal wanted their fucking money back. No. This is money that's going to be sitting on YouTube side of things shown as your estimated revenue. Now you might get it, you might not fucking get it, but it's literally, it's out of your hands entirely. This whole entire segment basically is, now if Phil is telling the truth, it's nobody's fucking business essentially, and he's fucking just trying to use this as a way to fucking beg for money. Literally, this is why he's telling his audience this, so he can fucking try and, pretend to them, like, guys, even though I was getting 500 members, I might not get that money, so please support even more just in case. Now, it's also possible, of course, that Phil is lying. It's very possible that Phil is lying through his fucking, the teeth here, and is just pretending that it's not showing just for the sake of his own personal gain. That way, he's fucking just wanted to try and get even more money from people. Either way, it's nobody's fucking business, Phil.
5 business days, and still YouTube's not counting these memberships. What is going on with that? All right. So I don't know, and I actually don't even know if YouTube will even confirm or deny these memberships by the end of the month. I mean, we still have like 2-3 weeks left in the month. I don't know how YouTube does it. The only thing I could do is at some point, if it's still like, let's say I wait another week and it's still not showing up, maybe I could try to contact YouTube Help. Like, they have a chat for partners, and say, can you take a look at this and let me know what's going on? But the last time I tried to contact them for help, they don't help at all. It's just someone sitting there in like a call center on a computer going through a checklist of answers, and they don't understand the answers themselves. They have no like self-consciousness of what they're talking about. They're just typing answers off of a sheet that they're told to answer from. They don't know anything. Okay, so it might be completely worthless. I don't know. I mean, if anything, if at least I could talk to them and be like, hey, what's the maximum amount of time I need to wait to confirm I'm actually going to get something positive from a gifted membership, or that you guys might reverse it or whatever. I don't know. It's weird that they're keeping them all in limbo like that. Because think about it. 500 plus gifted memberships in limbo. That's a lot. That's a ton of income. That could help me a lot. Think about that. I mean, that's a ton. That's super helpful if that actually counts towards the channel. That could help so much moving forward next month. So I hope they're real.
Put it this way, Phil. Unless, for some reason, that YouTube is actually auditing your channel to fucking scrutinise whether it's a legitimate source of income, the person that actually bought this with a valid card or whatever, unless YouTube are actually auditing you, it's probably safe to say that it's valid. Oh, there's one more thing I forgot to cover before we started the bingo. I'm so sorry. People are saying that the DSP section on Kiwi Farms is gone. It's not. It's still there. It exists. Null, the owner of the website, and the Kiwi Farms in general, hid it from the main page. I think he like moved it somewhere else or some pish. But the site is still there. For people that fucking like to go to Kiwi Farms and check in on the DSP stuff or even look back in the older stuff, it is still there. The link to it is in the chat. If you guys are interested, you can go there at your own peril. Some people are fucking terrified of Kiwi Farms, each to their own, but that link works anyway still, and this is taking you to the DSP section of the farms. But Null is not very happy. He's not very good. So, it's like, I wouldn't call him. It's a strange one. Like, he had a very strange ranty post. He's fed up of Darkside Phil retards, aka he hates the fucking detractors. He cannot stand detractors right now. He's not a DSP fan per se. He's just fed up with some detractors and some of the antics they get up to. And he's like, I'm just so. He's ranting and raving about the whole purpose of being on the fucking farms, and you should. Lol cows should be funny. Lol cows should be funny without help. Committing crimes against lol cows is never funny. Deplatforming a lol cow is anti-ethical to the ethos of the forum. He's telling people not to get upset with Phil. Well, he's been upset on his own platform about lol cows. I don't know. In my opinion, for the sake of, I like the DSP section on Kiwi Farms. It is the only section I go to in Kiwi Farms. I don't give a crap about the other parts of the website. Basically, I'm kind of like the opposite of Null in this regard. Null cares about the entire website because the whole website says baby, you know what I mean? Naturally, he's going to care about the whole thing. The section he hates the most is the DSP section. Mainly because of the detractors. So I've got a simple solution in mind. Is one detractor, who knows who? Maybe I'm not going to fucking name names. I don't know why I fucking put them in this spot. But some detractor who likes to fucking organise these things. Some well-meaning detractor who cares about archiving this kind of thing. Let them have all the archived DSP data from that particular section of Kiwi Farms. Let Null hand over that particular data of all the topics and threads and everything else and the attachments, because that's a lot of DSP data archived in there over several years. Let someone else have the burden of that responsibility of maintaining that data historically and also to maintain it in the future. And so Kiwi Farms doesn't have it anymore, you know what I mean? Because Null clearly is fed up with this, which is okay, fair enough. You don't want it anymore, Phil. Hand over to someone else. Don't just yeet it from the fucking internet, there's too much good stuff on there. It would be terrible, in my opinion, if the thing just got nuked altogether. Some people thought it was nuked earlier on, but it was just because they couldn't find it because it was moved. So who knows who could fucking take over? Rename it to a different website. How about you set up a domain name, thekingofhate.com/forums. Oh wait, I think Phil technically still owns the King of Hate. I'm not entirely sure. That might not work. You get what I'm saying though. No one doesn't want the fucking section on Kiwi Farms anymore. Us detractors still like that section, obviously. So why not just hand over the reins to someone else now, and that way have peace of mind and not have to be driven mad by DSP style detractors anymore. Well, there we go. I just thought I'd point out to you guys, in case you guys are curious, they still exist. But who knows what the future is going to be for the DSP section.
I hope they count. I'm glad you guys got them and are still reaping the benefits of them. But if I don't get them, yeah, that really stinks. Okay? So that's the only real negative thing that I really have to talk about right now. All right? And I want to get that out of the way because we have so much good positive stuff to focus on today's show. I'd rather get that out of the way. Obviously, I'll let you know what happens if and when I get information. I don't know when I'll get information. I might never get information. I might not know till I get paid by YouTube in a month. All right? That really sucks. So it is what it is, but let's at least be happy for the fact that the channel is at a record high. I mean, 1170 is the record. Hell, being over 1100 is crazy, right? So let's see what happens. All right, now, let's do this. Let's talk about all this crazy stuff going on, all right? First of all, yes, let's address the biggest thing. My wife, Kat, returned to my content for the first time in over 5 years.
Stop calling her the biggest thing. You're not doing yourself any favors, Phil. You keep referring to her as the biggest goddamn thing, and it's like, what the fuck, Phil? You're just inviting these fucking jokes. You really are. I mean, I feel bad. I'm a big fat bastard myself. She is a big beefy bitch, you know what I mean? But I'm a big beefy bastard myself. I feel I can as a big fat guy myself, I can call other fat people fat, and she fat. She fat as fuck. There's no denying that. Also, he chewed water. Burger. And he also spat lips. Burger. There we go. So, yeah. So yeah. So they've got a good start to the card, but a very strong start to the card. So go on, Phil. I'm kind of curious to see where Phil's going to go with this. Remember, Kat, Phil always told his audience it was up to Kat whether she wanted to return to streams or not. He's told his audiences for the past several years it was Kat's choice. Then when Kat finally did turn up, she said she's always wanted to do it. Something is not adding up here. And is it Phil manipulating Kat? Did Mike Clum reassure Kat about, it should be okay to go on streams because people are going to be nasty anyway? Just ignore it. Who knows? Who knows what the hell changed, her mind or whatever. But there is something that doesn't add up. So let's see what Phil has to say about it.
My wife, Kat, returned to my content for the first time in over 5 years back on Wednesday night. That was what the secret late night mystery stream was. Okay? No one guessed it. A lot of people had
I guessed it. Right. For those that were for people in the chat that were here on Wednesday, I said in the chat, Phil's going to have Kat on, but he's going to fucking have to set up a tripod for my back to try and get Kat to fit in the frame. I called it. I called that shit. And lo and behold, Kat turned up on stream.
Hint here or there. No one guessed that's what it was going to be. I think it's been so long since she's been in my content, no one was expecting that, right? It was just like, holy crap, I can't believe it. So, for those who weren't here, it was 2 hours of open Q&A. And basically, all we did is we just sat here and we talked with you guys for 2 hours. And we fielded questions. And by the way, guys, thank you so much. What a crazy supportive night, which again, we didn't have goals set up on the stream. It wasn't like, oh, let's raise this, let's do that. We had nothing. It was just, let's just hang out with everyone and see what happens. And people were incredibly supportive. I mean, that was a record high late night stream for support. Probably the best late night stream I've had in a year, right? Like, it was crazy. So obviously, we were very happy about that, and that's going to help us out. So thank you for that, guys, okay? Now, basically, here's how it went, all right? You guys can watch. Go ahead, watch back. The 2 hours are live. And the cool thing was, Jasper was in here too. Like, we had no idea if Jasper was going to join us for that stream or not. Because Jasper joins me when I'm on stream, and I have the door open or whatever. But we didn't know. Now, here's the thing. We've told you guys all the time. Jasper is a very social cat, right? He will always want to be in the thick of things. So the fact that both myself and Kat were in here on Wednesday, of course he wanted to be in here. He was jumping on the chair, he was jumping on Kat and me, he was on the floor, he was doing all kinds of fun stuff, which was neat. The only thing is, like, he wasn't used to it, so I guess when he was jumping on Kat's lap, he was sinking his claws in, so she couldn't really, like, keep him on her lap. When he's here on my lap, usually, I let him just sit on my lap and I pet him and stuff on stream, because he's more relaxed in that case, because he's used to that. So, it was still nice, right? It was nice to have the whole family together, because it's literally what it was. It was a family night stream. Myself, my wife, and our pet Jasper all together, being here on stream, hanging out with all of you. It was a nice feeling. It really was. And first and foremost, before I even talk about anything we talked about, I should say thank you to the mods, because the mods were out in full force, and they locked it down, and they made sure that there was no excessive nonsense. You can't 100% foolproof anything on the internet. But man, they did a great job, because of course idiots immediately tried to come out and be disgusting, and they shut it down, and it was really well done. I'll tell you this, way better than our experience when we were back on Twitch 5 years ago, where we tried to do the same thing, and Twitch, you just get so many idiots coming in, you can't stop them, and it just becomes a cesspool. Right here on YouTube, you have a semblance of control, right? You can actually stop that nonsense, and the moderators being here were doing a great job. And it worked out really well in that regard. Now, here's the thing, okay? Basically, we had a ton of fun for 2 hours. We didn't know what people were going to ask. We didn't really care. But at the same time, when you say stuff up front, like, hey, guys, this is not about the documentary at all. Don't ask questions about the documentary because we're not going to talk about it, and this has no involvement with it, right? And then...
Oh, shit. The whole purpose of you fucking doing this was for Mike Clum's benefit. It's very strange that as soon as fucking Mike Clum comes into the fucking equation, Phil tries his best to portray some sort of particular image and impression to him. Kat went from trying to avoid the goddamn streams like fucking hell for 5 whole goddamn years, and all of a sudden she's persuaded and convinced to fucking go back on just so he can fucking stick a hand up her ass and treat her like a fucking puppet to fucking tell her what to fucking say. That, from what I've seen, I've not seen the entire thing still so far, but from what I have seen of it, that shoulder should be fucking controlled. It was not a fucking good look, in my opinion. What I would love more than anything else right now would be to have that footage sent to some body language expert to analyse it, without them knowing who DSP is, without them knowing who Kat is. Just telling, hey look, here's a couple on the internet. Can you analyse this and give me your professional opinion as to the kind of relationship these two seem to have based on their body language and how they're fucking conducting themselves? I'd love to get their input and feedback as to, their findings and what they think of that relationship, seeing the two of them interact with each other like that.
All of a sudden, you know, what about the documentary? She could be in the documentary. What about the documentary? Documentary's like, we said it up front for a reason, and we get it. People joined like midway, but some people just don't get it. If you spam the chat 40 times the same question and we're still not answering it, there's probably a reason. That wasn't the only case. There was probably like 10 different people who were spamming the chat with the same question over and over. It's like, how did you not get the hint the first 9 times that I ignored your question that I'm not going to answer it, right? Because of course, you get people who are nice. You know, what's your favorite food to make for the family, right? What's your favorite game of last year? Those are great questions. Not, hey, what specific brand of something are you wearing or doing, and how much money do you spend on it, and this and that. And it's like, what? Like, why would you ask that? You know, it's like prying questions into private stuff, or even to like, because here's the thing, you know that people.
Phil, your fucking YouTube financials are private stuff. You talked about your fucking financial situation for your, you know, am I going to get this money for? That is private. You discussing your money on your YouTube channel is very private, and yet you shared that randomly anyway for your audience, mainly so you can fucking beg.
Always try to turn stuff into something it's not. So imagine if, like, on a stream, I tell you exactly how much money I spent on a shirt and what brand it is. Next thing you know, you got people micromanaging. Well, you see, Phil made this much money on a stream and he spent this much on a shirt, and I know that sounds insane, but that's what they do. So, I mean, we're not going to be answering.
Phil, there's nothing wrong with you buying expensive shirts, but the fact that you fucking beg for money every single fucking stream, every single fucking day, multiple times a day, while you're buying expensive fucking shit, then yes, we're going to fucking call that out. So, just to clarify, once and for all, because Phil clearly doesn't fucking understand this, right? There is nothing wrong with people that enjoy gacha games. There's nothing wrong with people that enjoy DoorDash. There's nothing wrong with people that enjoy getting expensive cardigans, like $70 cardigans, okay? There's absolutely nothing wrong with that whatsoever. As long as those same people don't beg for money from deadheads every single fucking day, every chance they fucking get. When you got those same people splurging money on ridiculous fucking shit, and then in the same fucking breath sometimes beg profusely for money so they can keep splurging money on stupid shit, then that's why I get called out. I mean, but that's what I'm saying though. Deadheads and their money are easily parted, clearly. Phil knows his audience. Phil knows exactly how to fucking fleece them for every fucking cent they have. And, I mean, fair play. If Phil, we have told his audience where the money goes. Time and time again, we have told it. We've shown receipts, we've shown evidence, this is where your money's going. They don't care. So be it. If they want to fucking throw the money away, piss it down away, so Phil can just splurge it all and nothing, then, you know, shame on them. They're the fools that want to give them money.
Ultra-specific, nonsensical questions like that on a stream. It's the first time someone's appearing on stream in 5 years. You would think you'd have, like, smart questions, not the dumbest, most menial, specific, prying questions, which we're not going to answer, obviously. But, you know, it's always a mix. What can you do? You're going to get people who are just going to try to be stupid and pry into nonsense, right? And there's nothing you can do about that. So we dealt with it, right? We did our best. And again, shout out to the moderator team. They helped a lot, and we were adjusting it a lot. By the way, like, as you saw, even though we had been planning that for about a week, it's not like we had the specifics worked out. I was going to sit in a chair that was the same height as this chair. And then when I went to sit in it, the chair was slightly higher, and I was like way up here, and Kat would have been down here, so it didn't make sense. I was like, well, that doesn't work. So I was running in the garage. I was like, what the hell can we use? I had a plastic. Do you want to see it? What I was sitting on the whole night? Here you go.
Oh wow, he has it prepared. It's still in the room. He didn't take it down.
This cheap, shitty plastic stool is what I was sitting on for that whole 2-hour stream. This is it. This is the only thing we have in the house that's the same height as my chair right now. But it's not sturdy. Look, it's like flimsy plastic. So I was sitting on it. It was like wobbling and shit. Like I said, I felt like I was surfing, sitting on this piece of crap. You know, this is meant for, like, you know, you put someone outside, plant on it or something. It's not for someone to sit on for an extended period of time, right?
Bruh.
So in that regard, yeah, basically, I was basically doing it on the fly, right? I was literally trying to do stuff on the fly, and to some extent it worked well, and to other extent it didn't. You know, I know it wasn't perfect. I feel like that's the kind of thing, like, for example, the audio, I guess it was fine, but some people were saying because we were moving towards and away from the mic, it wasn't working as well. You know, the camera angle wasn't perfect. I don't know if it ever will be perfect, because to fit 2 people on camera like that is much
Especially with someone of Cat's fucking girth. Yeah, exactly.
tougher than fitting.
Damn it, that would have been a great pause. Hold on.
It wasn't perfect. I don't know if it ever will be perfect, because to fit 2 people on camera like that is much.
So hold on, that was a perfect fucking freeze frame I had earlier on there. Can I get it again? Can I recreate the freeze frame? Is it that? There we go. I think it was that. This freeze frame right here. I mean, as soon as I hit play earlier on, I thought, holy crap, that's a great... There we go, we got it. So, yeah, give me a second here, give me a second. We'll see how this works out. I have a good feeling about this one. And let's see.
Yes, that's true.
Ta-da!
I'm a dunce.
I just yeet that in my members Discord for my members to enjoy exclusively.
He's a racist. He's a sexist.
Well, benefit of being a member of this channel, you get access to the members Discord if you link it. And lo and behold, you can get to play with these images if you want. You get to see them and do whatever you want with them. Christ almighty. But there we go.
Tougher than fitting just me in the center, and the lighting too isn't going to be perfect because we have one ring light, we don't have two. So, you know, what are you going to do? It's not perfect, but it worked. I think it worked well for what it was, right? For 2 hours of Q&A, it was a really great stream. Viewership was sky high, supposedly. I don't even know how many we had on the stream because we weren't looking, but you know, the stream itself, when you look at the archives, like thousands and thousands of views, like, well, that's way more than a typical stream that I would do. Voland actually says audio wasn't an issue at all. Do you think so? You think the audio was fine? If that's the case, that's good news. Because we weren't sure how it was going to work, you know. I think the problem was kind of getting us both. Like right now, I'm sitting right in the center. It looks perfect, right? When I'm over here, I'm kind of out of perspective. And when Kat's over here, she's kind of
Well,
out.
it depends on the kind of microphone you have. Look, so I'm kind of lucky. So the microphone I've got right now has different settings in it, so it can, you know, you can actually change the settings on particular microphones sometimes. So I can't mind the exact terms like cardioid or whatever and omni fucking something. There's always going to be terms for different settings on microphones trying to pick up things, or if you're talking directly into it like I am, there's a setting directly for that specifically. You can change the setting in it so you can try and pick up more sound around. So, you know, if there's multiple people using the microphone, it'll pick up all the feedback and all the microphone sound, you know, all the sounds from all directions. But although it hasn't bothered his arse clearly to educate himself on the settings that his microphone has, the first thing I did when I got my new microphone, I looked at the settings and I tried to pick the best setting for me. I tried to understand the settings it had. Phil clearly doesn't care that much about his craft to look into that.
Out of perspective, it's not, you're not centered, so the camera's not dead onto your face, so it kind of looks skewed and weird. But I don't know how to fix that, you know. Anyway, the whole point of that stream was to re-invite and reintroduce my wife to my content and to you guys, you know, having her in a stream. After over 5 years of her away, it was, I want to make this abundantly clear too, it was 100% her choice. I never pressured her at all to come onto my content. I told you.
I'm gonna hold on, guys. Give me a second here. I'm gonna just leave Adam down there. I felt to say that again.
After over 5 years of her away, it was, I want to make this abundantly clear too, it was 100% her choice. I never pressured her at all to come onto my content. I told you guys, I've always had this open door policy that if she ever felt like she wanted to be part of my content, she could be, and she felt like it was time. And I don't know if it was a combination that it's a new year and things, you know, you get to a point where you're just so, like she said this herself on the stream, you get so desensitized because you know there's so many people constantly just saying negative things about you that who cares about it anymore. They've said every possible nasty thing they could possibly say, and once it's all been said and done, it's already out there. Who gives a shit about what else they're possibly going to say about you, right? So who cares what negative insult they could say? You know, whoop, right over your head. It's like water on a duck, right? You zoop right off of them. So there you go. And so basically, let me put it this way. We really enjoyed it. At the end of the night when we were done, I asked Kat straight up, you know, what did you think? She says, I loved it. That was much, much better than the experience that she was having over 5 years ago when I was on Twitch. Like, I think it was because the chat was much more manageable here on YouTube. And, you know, a lot of the regulars came out. And what I mean by that is the people who are meaningfully caring about her. They're not here just for drama. They're here because they actually like hearing about my wife. Of all the things I've said and told, the stories I've told about her and stuff over the years, they've gotten to know her and they like her. And they want us to hear from her. And now they actually got that. And, you know, having so many regulars out to be genuinely invested and interested in it, that was really nice. You know what I'm saying? And maybe that was just a different feeling too, because perhaps, you know, back in the day, over 8 years ago, it was more about a lot of people just coming on to be negative and toxic on Twitch. You know, Twitch was really, again, it was kind of uncontrollable of an environment, while YouTube, I feel, is a more controllable streaming environment. So it just went way, way, way better than we had planned. And she told me, so, you know, this is her words, not mine, that she really enjoyed doing it. She does want to be in future content, but she wants to see how the public reception is to the stream. She wants to hear everyone's feedback about it, because one of the big questions at the end of that stream, right, was very simple. How often should Kat appear in content? How often should she come on a stream? Should it be that maybe once every couple of weeks she comes on and we just do a family night Q&A hangout session together?
She should have absolutely nothing to do with your content, Phil. Have you learned nothing from the past several years of doing this shit? She should have absolutely nothing whatsoever to do with your fucking train wreck of a fucking YouTube career. You are using that poor fucking woman for your own personal financial gain. It's a disgusting fucking move. It's just the same way you fucking use Jasper for your own personal fucking financial gain.
With the chat, would that work? Should she involve herself in gameplay? Now, one of the things that was determined, and we talked about this on that nightly first stream, was she very much wants to come on the streams and play Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth with me, but not the main game, because the thing is, we're both going to be playing it. She's very, very excited for Like a Dragon. It's her most anticipated game of this year so far. She's going to be playing it, and she's going to play way more than me, because I'm going to be balancing between multiple games, and she'll probably be focusing mostly on that one game. So because of that, she's going to end up being way ahead of me. All right, there's no way if she comes on my stream, she's going to know everything or whatever. You know what I mean? So basically, what she would like to do is actually be a part of the virtual island content. And when you say, well, what does that mean? It means that there's a virtual, like, Animal Crossing style island that you can build in the new Like a Dragon. And the way it works is, I guess it's its own thing. Now, it's unclear because the game's not out yet. But I think what happens is, as you play the game, you unlock more things for this virtual community island. Like, for example, maybe if you hit a certain story milestone, you'll unlock a new part of the island with more content. Or maybe if you do a certain amount of side missions, you'll get some new thing you can add to your island, right? Or maybe you recruit new islanders to join your island and be part of the community there. I don't know, because we don't know. No one knows yet. The game's not out. The early reviews don't go into detail about this virtual island thing yet. But the thing is, if it really does play like Animal Crossing, that's a game that both I and Kat love and played many years ago, you know, during the COVID year. What was it, 2020? We both played it on Switch and loved it, and that would be something really fun to do together. Maybe do it like once a week. We have a dedicated night where 2 hours a week we're just working on this virtual island, you know, and over the course of, you know, 2 months, we now have this thriving community of stuff going on the island. And, you know, if it is, maybe that would benefit the main playthrough too. But again, no one knows because the game's not out yet. But that would be pretty neat, you know, and that would be the starting point. Because, of course, like I said during that stream on Wednesday night, everyone likes to take a little pebble and really take that little pebble and turn it into a mountain. So people are like, so what other playthroughs is Kat going to be in? And are you going to do co-op in It Takes Two? And are you going to do co-op in this particular horror game? And are you going to do this? And Kat, are you going to go on stream? Are you going to do your own streams? Are you going to start your own channel again? Are you going to stream full time? Are you going to, like, what? Relax. People tend to get so ahead of themselves. It's like, just relax, okay? Let's not even get, that's not even a discussion. Half the stuff people are bringing up are like, we didn't even talk about it or think about it. That's not even something we said. This is like, it's called a slow easing in process, right? We had our first stream together on Wednesday night. It went well. She felt comfortable and enjoyed it. I felt comfortable and enjoyed it. You seemed to feel comfortable and enjoy it. So let's not ruin that by immediately oversaturating everything. Like I made the joke when I turned on the podcast, and here's my wife who'll be in all my content from now on. No, that's like the worst thing you could possibly do. You don't want to immediately overload everyone now with Kat being and everything, right? Let's see what happens. Now, it's up to her. If that stream was well received and you guys this week are like, yeah, we want her back. Let's have a nice chill night stream. Is it a possibility she would come back maybe at the end of this week for a late night stream just like last week? Maybe, but maybe we'll wait 2 weeks. Maybe we should wait 2 weeks. And then not this week, but the end of next week, I'll sit down with her and do another stream and we hang out. And then maybe in another week or 2 weeks after that, when Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth is out, that's when our next stream is. And that could be us doing the virtual island stuff together, you know? I think it's nice to have it in there as a possibility, but not have to be this overwhelming feeling of like, now there's pressure at every moment, right? Because that's the thing. That's ultimately, that's how it's going to be nice if there's no pressure. She wants to come on and hang out and do something, great. She wants to take a few weeks off because she's just not into it, great, right? And no demand and no pressure, and it's not some giant, you know, dedicated thing. And the other thing is, that's the good thing about this. Don't overpromise and underdeliver. Don't say, oh yeah, so she's gonna be here every week on this date and that night and that night and this and that, and then all of a sudden something changes and she doesn't feel like it, and now it's like, oh well, now everything's thrown into disarray and everyone's disappointed. I'd rather not do that, right? You guys can depend on me to be here for my usual schedule and all of that. If it so works out that she wants to be on a stream again, great. And I think again, one of the major factors of that is going to be you guys and your feedback. If the feedback this week is, wow, that Wednesday night stream went really well. We have, you know, we've been thinking over the week. We got some more questions for your wife, and she wants to. If she'd like to come in and do another stream, we'd love to have her and do another like Q&A late night stream. Awesome, right? Great. But maybe we not. Maybe not. Maybe that's not the vibe. Maybe this week we're all into games and progress in the games or whatever, and that's okay too. So that's what I feel like. Like let's just kind of figure it out together and then go from there positively. I think that would work out well. Okay, so let's not go crazy. Let's not get overexcited. At the same time, I am excited. Like, I thought it went really well. She did, too. That's the other thing. Her direct feedback is she loved it.
Shut up, you fucking dork. You said excited, that's a bingo.
Burger.
5 in a row. That's concerning.
My first bingo of the game because Phil finally said fucking excited. Fucking hooray for that. It's just, he is just fucking, you know, drooling in a fucking thought of a bit in the many ways he can fucking monetize that big beefy bitch as best as fucking possible. He is just really fucking like he's fucking harbouring a semi right now. But nobody can fucking notice so because he's fucking not well endowed. And the fucking thought of how much money he can make off trying to get Cat in front of camera again.
This is so different from over 5 years ago. Better vibe, more positivity. Loved hanging out with you guys. Would like to come back again, but not overdo it. Okay? So there you go. And I'm sure you guys are gonna have questions, and you can always throw them my way when we get to point. You know, we're doing Q&A or whatever. We're on a stream. You want to ask me about how it went or what her thoughts were about it. You know, I'll do my best to answer from what she told me, or I could always ask her behind the scenes to see if we get more answers on stuff like that. But I do feel like some people just tend to get so overexcited about this stuff.
Oh, you're the one that was hyping up to be something very special and meaningful. You're the one that fucking hyped up people. You're trying to guilt trip your audience to fucking turn up. Guys, if you care about me, if you care about my content, if you care about meaningful in my life or whatever, you'll be there for the stream. You're the one that was hyping up to be some special, magical sort of fucking thing. And it was certainly special, I won't deny that. It was special seeing the change that creature's fucking gone through. Fuck me. Meester has sent some art, apparently. Meester has sent some derailing fan art, and it looks like this. Oops, I'm a bit too zoomed in. There we go. That is what Meester sent. Bad Piggy. You have too much time on your hands, Meester. Way too much time. But there we go. Bad Piggy and Bad Piggy. It's like birds of a feather. They're the exact same. Anyway, let's crack on to bingo. Strong cards so far.
Right? That. Then all of a sudden they're like, oh, I already got 20 new plans of things to do. Like, no exaggeration, I started getting emails. So here's an idea you can do with your wife. You can do this and this. Like, whoa, 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 whoa. Holy moly. Let's all just stop getting ahead and just focus on the now, right? And the things that we just had a great stream. That's excellent.
You asked for feedback. No. You asked your detonators for feedback. They gave you feedback and you're telling them to shut the fuck up. What sort of feedback did you fucking want if you didn't want fucking ideas for future fucking content?
To move slowly and ease into good stuff, correct? Okay. Excuse me. Now the funny part is, and I'll say this too, because I started seeing a pattern of negativity on the videos, okay? Basically what it is my detractors and haters love to fabricate drama. So I saw a couple things, and one of the running themes was, oh, you just kept constantly talking over her.
I did. You absolutely did.
And interrupting her. So I asked her, I said, did you feel like I was doing that? She said, no, I don't even know what they're talking about. I know, because, you know,
you absolutely did do that. You fucking preempted her fucking answers. You basically fucking guided her into fucking how to answer. It was a very uncomfortable look.
Thing is, if she's giving an answer, and I feel like I can add to it because there's something that we've talked about personally in a conversation, then I'm going to jump in and chime in. That way it feels organic. As opposed to, if I just let her talk...
You cannot talk over and let people talk, though. Oh, it's organic to me to fucking cut someone off. Fuck off. You have no idea how to interact with people, Phil. You have no idea how to let people just talk and let them have their say. How would you like it if someone talked over you constantly, you're trying to fucking make a point yourself, and somebody has something they can fucking chime in with? You'd be annoyed if it kept happening again and again and again. You'd be damn annoyed.
Endlessly. And then I never chime in. Then you could not get to a certain part of a conversation that could be much more interesting. And this is something that actually used to happen also when I used to do co-op stuff with John Rambo back in the day. I used to sit there and let him talk endlessly about what he's saying, like when we're doing our wrestling commentary show that we used to do. Or I could chime in with something additional, and he's like, oh yeah, and then he'll follow up, and you have a back and forth, as opposed to just, I'm talking, now that person is talking.
Did Phil say friend there? Did Phil say friend there at any point? No, I need to check that. He's talking about Rambo and talking about doing that fucking smart guys thing. Did he say friend?
Jump in and chime in, that way it feels organic. As opposed to, if I just let her talk endlessly, and then I never chime in, then you could not get to a certain part of a conversation that could be much more interesting. And this is something that actually used to happen also when I used to do co-op stuff with John Rambo back in the day. I used to sit...
He didn't mention friend. He named them, but didn't say he was a friend.
Sit there and let him talk endlessly about what he's saying, like when we're doing our wrestling commentary show that we used to do. Or I could chime in with something additional, and he's like, oh yeah, and then he'll follow up, and you have a back and forth, as opposed to just, I'm talking, now that person is talking, now I'm talking, now that person is talking. Instead, you can actually have what's called conversational tone, which is more natural than just one person talking and then having a dialogue, and the other person has a single dialogue. It's a little better, you see? But the thing is, people have not heard Kat talk in over 5 years on stream, so I think a lot of people just were really attentive to what she was saying. And of course, you hear me talk every single day, all day, so obviously what I'm saying probably isn't nearly as interesting as what you thought she was saying, because she's the person you haven't heard from. So I understand that feedback, and I accept it, and thank you. I asked her, and she said no, she didn't feel that way. But here's the thing, is when people say stuff like, oh, well, this was just happening. Well, it wasn't. The two people.
But it was, Phil. It definitely was. I mean, deny it if you fucking want. If Cat feels like it wasn't the case, fair enough. But, Phil, it was clear to everyone that fucking watched that you were talking over her constantly. Yes, it's sometimes natural to chime in with your fucking 2 cents about a particular thing, but not for every single fucking time the fucking person's talking. You cannot chime in like every 30 seconds. Let someone have a flow, let somebody have their say. Let someone finish their point without interruption at some point.
People who were here can tell you it wasn't, but you're going to do that because you're running with your bullshit memes as usual, right? They always have to have a toxic, negative meme going on, and that was the running meme supposedly, is that, oh, Phil just talked over her constantly the whole night. It didn't happen, literally, factually didn't happen. Nice try. You failed again.
Phil, that's how people's... Oh my god, this fucking copium is beautiful. This is beautiful fucking sodium right here from Phil. Nuh-uh. Phil's defense to the claims is nuh-uh. No, didn't happen, nuh-uh. Lies, slander, nuh-uh.
Every time they gotta make up, this is their running. So for 2 days, you know, that night and all yesterday, that's the meme about the night, is that Phil's an asshole, he wouldn't let his wife talk. Didn't happen, you're an idiot. You can believe it in your circle jerking circles. No one else believes you, because we all watched the videos, people were here live, they saw what happened and they had a good time.
Nope.
Okay, so good stuff, right? I thought the stream went really well. Now, when's the next time Cat will come on stream? We don't know yet. Let's see. Again, I want your feedback. We want your feedback. I'm obviously the one on stream all day. I'm the one who's going to hear it. I'll relay that to Kat. We'll hear what people said. Do you want her to come on sooner rather than later? Maybe 2 weeks would be the sweet spot. Maybe this Wednesday night would be the next time. I don't know. Let's leave it all in the realm of possibility. And let's talk about it as we get closer to that. Basically, she's not coming on right now. You know, we have a whole week of content to get through before there's even a possibility. So let's figure it out. I think people have different opinions too. Like some people are like, yeah, every 2 weeks is great. And others are like, well, maybe once a week is great. And others are like, maybe every 2 weeks for like a vlog style or a Q&A style. But once you get to the gameplay, then have her on more often and maybe have her hang out with you maybe like, you know, once a week for the island thing. You know, we'll see. We'll absolutely see and find out from there. Okay? Cool. By the way, I should bring this up. We are very, very cold here in Washington State. We have a humongous dip in our temperatures. We went from being in the 40s and 50 degrees Fahrenheit. We're down to the 20s. It's freezing temperatures outside. But luckily for us, the snow that we were supposed to get this weekend went away. So there's no precipitation. So it's cold outside, but no precipitation. But I have the window open, and I'm sitting here, and I'm like, wow, my feet are cold. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go grab a pair of socks and put them on. And then if I need to, I'll close the window. But I think I just want to run and grab a pair of socks and toss them on for today. Probably the weekend, I'll need them like every day because it is such a different temperature. All right, so give me a second. I'm just going to run to the bedroom, grab a pair of socks, toss them on, come back. And then we got so much more to talk about on the show today, guys. Really, there's so much going on, positive stuff. All right, I'll be right back. Let me grab socks, and then we'll continue.
Jesus Christ, man. I need to get my socks. I'll just fast forward. We've got speed up just... We've got plenty of speed up just so we can fast forward. Here we go. He's back.
Bookworm, I do have a pair of slippers. But I don't wear them in the office. I wear them outside the office because we have hardwood floors. So it makes sense to have slippers or you're walking on slippery, cold hardwood floors. But I don't wear them in here. But socks! Wear them!
Oh my god. Oh my god. Let me see if I can get a better frame. That may be better. Yeah. Well, let me see what I can do. Let me see if I can work the magic. Just give me a second, guys. You all know what's coming. You all know what's coming. Give me a second here, and we'll see how well this works. This might not work as well because of the foot. It tries to remove backgrounds, and the foot's the very front. So it might consider Phil to be the background. It has worked out quite well for the most part. The sock has blended in a little bit with Mario in the background. The pink of the sock has blended with the pink of the Mario. So it has gone a little bit strange and funny there. But either way though, I will eat that in my members Discord, and they can do whatever they want with that, of course. You know what I mean? That's a perk of being a member of as I said, of the channel, the Discord as well. They can have fun with all these random DSP style images they have at their disposal. Bloody hell, man, bloody hell. I'm looking confused at his fucking foot. His gouted foot. Fuck me, man.
There you go. Very exciting shot right there. Okay, so let's continue, shall we? The first thing down, amazing family night stream. You can check it out here. If you didn't see it, it's live, 2 parts. Give it a look. Give me your feedback. Thank you so much, very much, for your support during that stream. And let's start to think about the future of my wife being in my content and streams. Okay, cool. Oh, excuse me. So the other half of the equation of all the new stuff that's going on right now is obviously my redirected channel, DSP Throwback, which you could find at youtube.com/@DSP Throwback. Okay, so here is the status of that channel 1 week in. All right, the Final Fantasy 13 playthrough, I believe as of this morning, is now 8 parts in. I believe. Actually, shoot, I don't have it on that screen. I think we're 8 parts in. Give me a second here to confirm. I just got to jump over to the channel on my dashboard here. Oh yeah, as of this morning, it just went live, part 8 of Final Fantasy 13, okay? So, to reiterate how that channel works, every single day at 10 a.m. Pacific time, as long as things go according to plan, which may not always, we're going to have a new video go live on that channel. Now, it's all, I say we because it's not just me, it's actually people who are working on this channel with me, editors essentially.
Are you going to apologize for stealing someone else's content for financial benefit? Yes or no?
We're editing that content together. I've provided the raw gameplay. They're editing it together. They're adding thumbnails. They're combining it into longer parts. They're running it.
They're stealing footage.
AI upscaling for higher resolution, higher frame rate, everything. Okay, so basically the playthroughs look and sound pretty different from the originals. So
different, in fact. It's like it belongs to somebody else to play at times.
8 parts of Final Fantasy 13 are now live. And here's what I've noticed. You look at the performance of that playthrough over the week. At first, excitement was super sky high. Part 1 of that playthrough has over 5,000 views. And I'll be honest, I never expected a single video on that channel to hit 5,000 views. I thought at most the videos would get like 1,000 views, that's it. I thought eventually they'd trail off to a few hundred and that's it. Getting that many views on some of those videos, like what the heck? Like, wow, I guess people are excited for this project where we're bringing back these old defunct playthroughs that have been missing from the internet for ages. So as of now, there are not 8 parts live. But here's the funny part, all right? Starts at like 5,000 views, goes to like over 1,000, then 1,000, then like 800, then like 600, then like 300, and then like the latest part from 2 days ago only has like 200, and now the one from this morning so far is tracking to basically again have around 200 views. Now here's the thing, I don't really care. It's not a big deal. The whole point is we're just getting this legacy content on the internet because it's been lost to time and no one can see it anywhere else. I'm happy that we're presenting it in a better way so it's more digestible to the viewing audience. But I'm gonna be honest with you guys, Final Fantasy 13, I kind of always knew this would happen. If you guys aren't aware, that game's not very good. It's not. Like the intro, the whole first 15 hours of Final Fantasy 13 are this very slow burn, slow build, very boring, linear content. And I'll be honest, the characters just aren't that good. Vanille and Hope are 2 of the worst written characters in Final Fantasy history. Snow is probably as intellectually and character deep as a puddle. Like, he's a very boring character, one-dimensional. The only character in the game that's really interesting is Lightning, but even then it's because she's more enigmatic and you don't really know what's going on with her. But outside of that, most of that story is terrible. I'm being honest, I didn't like Final Fantasy 13 until the game opens up in the second half. Once you hit that part where now you're in an open world, you have all this open questing and fighting and things you can do and you can explore and go different directions and stuff. And then the music also gets really good. Then the game gets better. But the problem is, you literally have to go through so much to get to that point. Like, so much shit to get to that point that it's just not fun. It gets very boring. And even if you watch this playthrough, this is the original playthrough from 2010. My commentary says as much. I'm like, dude, this is so boring. Here I am 4 hours into the game and I'm so bored. What are they doing with this game? This is supposed to be Final Fantasy. Why am I so bored and not caring about the story and not even...
So Phil, how are you selling this to an audience if you're telling us you're bored with the game? Why should anyone watch this if you're so bored of it? How is this encouraging anyone to watch it?
Games. It really was a bad game, I'm sorry. Until, again, I actually enjoyed the second half. Because then you have more characters. The new character who joins your party, it's more interesting. And then you can actually make your own party makeups, meaning you can mix up your parties and stuff for different builds. And then you start fighting better enemies, optional enemies, interesting side quests and things, and it gets much better. But the game really sucks 15 hours in. And think about this right now. 15 hours, split into half-hour parts, is going to take you how long? That's like 30 parts. We're 8 parts in. So if you do the math, that's going to take weeks. You know what I mean? Like weeks till we get to the good part of the game. So I'm not surprised in any way, shape, or form that this game already people are like, I watched like 5 parts, I'm bored, now I'm not going to watch anymore. Yeah, you're right. The game sucks. It always did. Like I always said that back in the day too. Like it's just not very good. I was disappointed that's what they did with Final Fantasy because the game just wasn't that good. I think what happened was, over time, that playthrough kind of grew in legend. And the reason being, because you couldn't watch it, right? Everyone was, oh yeah, I watched Phil's Final Fantasy 13 playthrough, it was so good. But you couldn't watch it, so you couldn't even confirm if it was good or not. I think the commentary is pretty good, although it's hilarious because I think around part 6 or 7, you could tell I'm drinking. Now, here's the thing. Back in the day, that's what I used to do. I used to sit around drinking rum and coke when I played games. So I was drinking rum and coke, and I say like the words backwards. There's like a sentence, and I literally say the words in the opposite order and don't notice that I said it. And people start commenting. They're like, dude, you were totally drinking during this playthrough. Did you notice you said the words backwards? And I was listening back to my own commentary. I was like, yup. I responded to that comment. I was like, yup, I was definitely drinking. You can tell when I'm drinking during the playthrough. And this was when I was probably so goddamn bored that I started drinking to keep myself going. And, you know, here I go. I start slurring my words. I think we're in part 7 now. I don't know if I watched part 8 yet. But yeah, I did watch part 8. That's right. And I started slurring my words and stuff. I'm like, dude, totally the liquor is taking effect now. So now I'm curious, the further we get into this playthrough, right? Like in parts like 12, 13, is it the same first night that I'm playing it? Am I going to get like super drunk by the end? I don't know. We're going to find out. Anyway, so we're 8 parts in to Final Fantasy 13. And what's going to happen is we're going to alternate because...
But remember, guys, Phil's been an alcoholic. Before you done YouTube, in Street Fighters, Phil claimed to get out of getting his arse kicked by Jaha and Mick Watson. Phil claimed to them, dude, I'm an alcoholic. Please don't beat me up. I said those things because I'm an alcoholic, I can't control myself. And they took pity on him and didn't beat him up for running his fucking mouth. So Phil, as an alcoholic, a confessed alcoholic, seemed to never seek treatment or, help for his alcoholism. He embraced it and drank some more during his usual days. So, usually alcoholics tend to avoid alcohol. Otherwise, they're at danger of slipping back into being an alcoholic. You know what I mean? It's like, that is primarily, the really bad alcoholics know they cannot drink because just one will turn into just another one and another one and another one because it could fucking just all the hard work of trying to stay clean and stay sober could just go easily out the fucking window. They can't just have one again. Phil, in my opinion, has never been an alcoholic. That's my take. He's claimed to have been an alcoholic, which I disagree with. I just think he drank too much and ran his fucking mouth when he drank too much and used it as some sort of fucking excuse. No, he wasn't an alcoholic. He just drank too much, ran his fucking mouth and didn't fucking have the fucking spine to back up what his fucking drunken ass was saying to people over the internet. And when confronted, he made up an excuse. A very easy excuse. Dude, I'm an alcoholic. Pity me.
As of yesterday, I began with my Red Dead Redemption playthrough. Now, some perspective here, Final Fantasy 13 was early 2010, like maybe like February 2010 or something like that. Red Dead Redemption was a few months later, May and into June, I think. Because if I remember, it was Memorial Day weekend. So I think that was like late May, early June 2010. And I remember, I think I got a camera upgrade during that time frame. Because here's the weird part. When we started with the Final Fantasy 13 playthrough, and I upscaled it, well, I say I did not upscale it. I should not say that because I don't want to take credit for something I didn't personally do. When the videos were upscaled by my editors to 60 frames, there was ghosting. And a lot of people were complaining. They were like, wow, it looks good in certain parts and almost unwatchable in others because you hit it because of the ghosting. So could you stop doing the 60 frames? So we did. Like right now, as of part 5, Final Fantasy 13 will be 30 frames because people complain too much, okay? But with Red Dead, I believe I was using a different camera. And so once the gameplay starts and John starts running into Armadillo for the first time, it actually looks legitimately good at 60 frames, in my opinion.
Not really, Phil. You can't read the... So hold, oh my god. Is he going to ignore the entire intro? It was not his. He literally just bypassed the intro sequence, which was completely different footage. It was not his own. No, not just... That wasn't upscaled. That was stolen. And he knows it. Phil knows it. He is very aware of it, and he doesn't want to fucking confront it and deal with it or apologise for it or anything. He just wants to fucking pull the bull over his dumbass denthead's eyes.
Is there some ghosting? Yes, because the thing is, it's an old digital camera. You'll never not have that ghosting. Even in the raw footage, there's ghosting. So obviously when you're upscaling from 30, or actually sub 30 frames to 60, if there was originally ghosting, all the adding frames is going to do is add more ghosting. It's never going to look smooth, okay? But for the most part, I have personally watched 3 parts of Red Dead so far, and they look much better with the 60 frames. Like, significantly better than how the original playthrough looked.
Especially with that original intro. That opening intro looked incredible. I can't remember it ever looking that fucking good when I played the fucking game, but it's amazing what AI technology can do, isn't it?
Is it perfect? Absolutely not. There's parts that look messed up, but for me, I like it. So I think, for now, unless we get an overabundance of complaints again, like we did for Final Fantasy 13, I think that Red Dead should stay at 60 frames. I think it legitimately looks good with the gameplay moving at 60 frames, okay? So, part 1 of that went live yesterday. So far, it's doing well. You know, well, I haven't been actively checking constantly, but I think it's over 1,000 views within the first.
Bullshit, you have been actively checking constantly because you had to fucking remove the original video, make it private, and re-upload an alternative version. Prophet, he is not admitted to stealing anything. He's not admitted to stealing a damn thing. He's not even allowed to it. If somebody's mentioned it in the chat, he's not bothering to address it. So yeah, Phil is pretending nothing untoward has happened whatsoever. It is disgusting. It really is. He should just, honestly, I would actually respect it if Phil fessed up and said, look, you know, I can imagine his editors. His editors probably thought the original version was unwatchable, and so they had a wee sneaky cheat. It was like, we'll just take the footage from this and we'll have Phil's body over the top of it. Nobody will know the fucking difference. I can understand the logic there, but it was poorly implemented. And I'm guessing that Phil was not aware of it originally, but then was probably told after he got found. He probably saw the fucking backlash from Hate Army's tweet, confronted his editor, and his editor was like, yeah, my bad, here's another version.
Not even day yet, because I think it was released yesterday afternoon, and now each day it'll actually now start being released at 10 a.m. So basically, Red Dead Part 1 went live yesterday. This morning at 10 a.m. it was Final Fantasy 13 Part 8. Tomorrow at 10 a.m. it'll be Red Dead Part 2 at 10 a.m. And then Sunday at 10 a.m. it'll be Final Fantasy 13 Part 9. And then Monday it'll be Red Dead Part 3 at 10 a.m. See, and we're just going to keep doing that and alternating. Now, if I have a reason to do any kind of other video, like maybe occasionally I'll throw in like a channel update video over there just to give people an update on what's 5 in a row. That's concerning. Going on with the channel. I'll do that. But I want the content to kind of speak for itself. I don't want to be interjecting myself into there constantly. Right now, I don't have any plans to stream on that channel anytime soon or anything like that. I told you long term, perhaps once there's a lot of content on the channel, then I would consider that. But for now, I don't want to jump the gun and say, yeah, let's just start streaming there and everything and doing everything. No, I don't want to do that, okay? So please give it a look. If you're into the Red Dead playthrough, it's begun, and I of course I would love your feedback. What do you think about the Red Dead playthrough? How does it look?
What do I think? Yeah, you know exactly what I fucking think. Tell your editor to stop stealing footage from other gaming channels. And you apparently you watched it and didn't see anything wrong with it. But you know, Phil, you know, you made the video private and you uploaded a different version. You're very aware of what happened and you're pretending it didn't happen. Shame on you.
All right, let me know. Please leave comments on the video, or share here on stream, whatever you want to do. I'm all ears on that. And please give me recommendations for constructive criticism and feedback if you think there's something I could be doing better over there. Oh, by the way, and this is a big one. I totally forgot about this. So, after all of our conversations, all right, over the last week, I have changed the titling of the videos on DSP Throwback. What I've done is exactly what we talked about. So basically, a little blurb to describe what's going on in the video, then the part number, and then the game. So for example, Marston's Epic Journey Begins, Part 1, Red Dead Redemption from 2010 PS or Xbox 360. That's what the title is. A little preview for tomorrow. Part 2, I've Just Been Deputized. Part 2, Red Dead Redemption 2010 Xbox 360. So that's what I'm doing. I'm now doing the titles the way that you guys recommended. Apparently you guys are saying everyone does this. So for Final Fantasy 13, I did it as well. Some examples of the titles on that playthrough because I changed them all. Part 1 is Finally the Classic Run Reborn. Part 1, Final Fantasy 13. Part 2 is The World's Worst Leader. Part 2, Final Fantasy 13. Part 3, Most Annoying Final Fantasy Kids Ever. Part 4, It's the First Boss. Part 5, Is This a Rom-Com Now? Part 6, Crystal Lake and the War Mech Boss. Part 7, The Gates of Antiquity Arrival. And this morning, Part 8 was Garuda Surprise, Snow versus an Army. That's actually the titles. And then, of course, this is like the part number in the game. So, again, this is me going directly off of your feedback, doing that. If you think those work, let me know. All right? If you don't think that works, let me know. I might actually start experimenting with that on this channel, too. But the question is, if I start doing it right now, will people be upset? Like, what if today, right now, with Baldur's Gate 3, I start titling my videos like that? Like the first 3 today, I just title, it's the description first, and it's a short description, part number, game. Would people be upset if I do that? I don't know. Ponage 101 says, I like these new titles, they sound better. And Angel of Vitality says, it's short, sweet, and to the point. Right? Fed Roger says, this game sucks, part 10, Final Fantasy 13. Well, I mean, that would be very to the point, but then I don't know if anyone would watch if I actually said that. So, right? So, again, I'm trying to improve. I'm trying to listen to your feedback. I'm trying to be better. Please let me know how all this is working, okay? Things will only get better if I get the right feedback so I know what to continue to do. And here's the thing. I love it. The people that all these years, they always say, oh, he's lazy. He's the guy that sits back and does no effort or anything. It's like, have you looked in the last few years of all the effort that I've put in, my entire setup's different now, right? We've got better visuals, better quality. I've upped my bitrate on both my stream and my videos.
Everything's been because of other people's efforts, Phil, and generosity. Oh my god, I've got better visuals. Yeah, because somebody gave you a fucking new webcam. Somebody gave you a different capture card. Somebody gave you... Oh my god. Oh my god. I can't.
Better backgrounds that I change every month, trying to put effort. Better animations, right? Now we're trying to spruce things up on the channels. Better thumbnails, better titles. You know, got a channel of the throwback content. That's something you've asked for all these years. My wife wants to be part of my content again. How can you say that things are stagnant? How could you possibly, with any kind of a piece of factual evidence behind it, say that I am lazy and I'm not trying to improve my content for the better?
Because you're not. You're asking your fans to do it for you. You're waiting for your fans to give you a brand new PC. You're waiting for your fans to fucking constantly give you equipment and fucking consoles and games and fucking... They're the ones that are fucking funding your business. They're the ones that are fucking up, you know, making you... You're not choosing to upgrade things yourself. You're being given things, forced into an upgrade basically, against your own will. And you're asking your audience as well, give me ideas for titles, give me ideas for videos, give me feedback, give me this, give me that. Not because you fucking care about what they fucking think, because you want to try and maximise profits as best as possible, so it's up to them. If their ideas work, you get the glory, you get the fucking money. If their ideas don't work, you get to fucking blame them and chastise them for trying to recommend something that didn't work. You can blame it, you can throw them under the bus for suggesting such a dumb thing which didn't do well whatsoever for your fucking content. You are a lazy fucking piece of shit with your content in your business, Phil. Absolutely. You have been for years and you still are today. Stop pretending to be so fucking, you know, hardworking when you just fucking sit in your arse and let other people put in the effort for you, editing your fucking videos, your throwback channel, fucking giving you the equipment to fucking do your fucking job for you.
I don't know how you could unless you're a disingenuous piece of crap just trying to create drama for the sake that you want to put out content on the internet and make money on me, right? That's about it. I can't think of another way you could really justify it, all right? So...
The only way I make fucking money is if people give me fucking money. I don't run ads on this shit. If people, that's literally the only way I make money in DSP content is if people want to give me money. I have had multiple streams before where I've not received a penny, and that's perfectly fine because that's not why I'm fucking here. I am here to play bingo and make fun of some bad man on the internet. That's essentially it. Anything on top of that is a bonus.
I'm doing my best, all right? Now, let's see how the year goes, right? Let's see if things stay the way they are and they're positive and they're fun. I hope they are. I hope that all this continues and you guys will continue to check out the content and support it and enjoy it and give me feedback. It is literally all these improvements that I have done. I just want you to understand. Literally, every single improvement I've done is because of you and your feedback. That's why I need it. This constructive feedback is greatly appreciated. Sitting here and saying toxic, nasty stuff constantly gets nothing done. But actually giving me constructive feedback in a positive way, you see I'm making these changes now, right?
I'll give you some constructive feedback. Stop stealing content from other gamers for your throwback channels videos. How's that for constructive feedback?
So there you go. Jade, I see ya. I know you're not going to be here for Baldur's Gate, I understand, but you'll probably be back tonight for Street Fighter. I'll see you then. Okay? Guys, it is feeling kind of cold. I think I'm going to close my window a little bit before we continue because I'm actually feeling genuinely cold. So give me a second to close it a little bit. It's that cold outside.
Yo, Phil.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up!
Close it halfway.
Bruh.
It's definitely the coldest it's been here for a very long time. Oh, Jade's not feeling well at all? Oh, Jade, I'm sorry to hear that. All right. Well, Jade, please feel better. And I'll see you when I see you when you feel better, okay? Whether that's tomorrow or not. If you need a couple days away or whatever, I hope that you feel better, man. I'm sorry to hear that you're under the weather. I hope that I don't get under the weather. Right now with all the shit going on, that's the thing. Like, that is one of the biggest shortfalls, or I could say one of the most biggest pressures that I have.
How did he manage to turn that into being about himself? Jade's not well, that's a real shame, I hope you feel better. And then he immediately turns it to himself. I hope I don't feel sick. Let's make this all about me. Phil, for God's sake, you just quit with your head. Quit with your head. You were wishing Jade to get better, that's nice. Yeah, make it about yourself, you ruined it.
And I'll see you when I see you when you feel better, okay? Whether that's tomorrow or not. If you need a couple days away or whatever, I hope that you feel better, man. I'm sorry to hear that you're under the weather. I hope that I don't get under the weather. Right now with all the shit going on, that's the thing. Like, that is one of the biggest shortfalls, or I could say one of the most biggest pressures that I have. I'm a one-man show, right?
No, Phil. After everything with the throwback channel, you cannot claim to be a one-man show anymore. You don't have the You don't have the right to call yourself a one-man show when you have people making your thumbnails for you, making your videos for you, editing your videos for you, making you shorts and making you content and upscaling your fucking content and everything else behind the scenes, and they're working on graphics and animations and thumbnails and everything. And Jesus Christ, Phil. You are not a one-man show. Stop pretending to be.
Everything going on here is hinging on me being present, healthy, and able to pump out content and do this stuff for everybody, right? Even though, yes, I have editors working on my content behind the scenes, and I've got my wife who's willing to jump in and help with some stuff, and I got a documentary going on behind the scenes. If I'm not available for any of that, it all falls apart. You know what I'm saying? So I've got to like try to maintain everything going on, and there's a lot of pressure. Like I said, I forgot to set up the streams for this morning, and that sucks because I know you guys like to queue in and be ready. Luckily, it's not the end of the world, but I just hope that it doesn't turn into me forgetting a lot of stuff. Right now, I have 3 different YouTube channels, which I have to jump between every day and approve comments on and monitor the progress of and set up for all the various different shows and series and everything. I'm juggling that. I'm doing all my normal behind-the-scenes work, you know, of running a business and everything. And I got a real life outside of that as well. So all this stuff going on, you know, it can be pretty darn hectic. I hope that thing, you know, things will work out. So, all right. So I talked about our family night streams and the future of that. I talked about an update on DSP Throwback. Now what we will do is go through the schedule for this week so you guys know what to expect. And then basically we're just going to go right into like shout outs and Q&A for the rest of the show. Okay? Because we're already late. It's already 12:17. Today, Baldur's Gate 3 continues. We're in the Underdark. We did a bunch of questing down there. We're going to continue looting and figuring stuff out. I guess what people are saying is that I can now complete, I guess there's a forge quest that I can do. And someone else had said in a video comment that I now have the 3rd item I need to put together for some ice item or weapon or something. I don't know. So there's a few quick things I can do. And then we're going to continue with the Underdark into the final area of the Underdark, try to figure out that stuff and go from there and continue. On. I'm loving 5 in a row. That's concerning. Underdark stuff, I think it's great. You guys, again, you've been showing up, you've been engaging, you've been supporting, you've been helping with this playthrough. That's why it's good. Thank you for that. Let's keep it going. Tonight on the late stream, it's Friday Night Fights. We're in the final countdown now, the final 2 weeks essentially, for Street Fighter 6. I'm gonna play with some Dalsim again tonight. I haven't used them in a couple of weeks now. Let's go back to Dalsim for a late night stream and just see how it goes. All right. I'm thinking another stream, because I might do another Street Fighter stream this week. It might be Zangief, but I haven't played with him in ages, so I'll probably watch a couple Zangief players play to see what they're doing, to remind myself and go from there. So it's Dalsim tonight, okay? Tomorrow, it's going to be the continuation of Resident Evil 0 Remastered, and the good news is, after having watched back my classic playthrough from 8 years ago, I think I figured how to unsoftlock myself and beat this bat boss and continue on, so we're going to do that. Tomorrow night is a continuation of Sea of Stars. Finally, after a freaking week, we're going to get back to Sea of Stars, okay? Sunday, it's going to be my React show, DSP versus the Internet, and I'm thinking for variety purposes, perhaps Sunday night, we will do like a Modern Warfare 3 multiplayer stream, just for fun, just to mix things up, because we haven't done it now in several weeks, so it would be nice to just have like a one-off stream of a bunch of first-person shooter gameplay. Monday, more Baldur's Gate 3 and Street Fighter 6, like I said, probably Zangief. Wait a minute, I take that back. Was I going to do that Monday or not? No, I think what I was going to do is Monday, I was going to do Baldur's Gate 3 and Sea of Stars. Tuesday, Resident Evil 0 and Street Fighter 6, probably Zangief. Because then Wednesday, I want to do Baldur's Gate 3, but I want to leave the night stream open. Because that way, if we want to do Sea of Stars, we can. But if we all decide, hey, maybe it's another night for Kat to come back, and Kat's in the mood for coming back, she has that open night where there's freedom if she wants to do a late night stream with more Q&A. Okay? So we're kind of leaving it open. It doesn't have to happen, but to what if you guys think maybe we should wait 2 weeks, we could do that. It's up to you. And of course, how she feels too. It's all these factors involved. And I'll talk to her over the week and see what she wants to do. So that's the rough week. Now keep in mind, there's no real new games that I'm interested in until the end of the month on the 26th. That's a dual new release day. Like a Dragon, Infinite Wealth, and Tekken 8. Okay? So I'm excited. And by the way, we're out of time for today to talk about this stuff, but I didn't even get to talk about my Phil's Day Off segment, right? I think we're going to do the Phil's Day Off segment tomorrow because we're out of time. I don't want to go super late on this podcast, but I have a lot to talk about. Yesterday, we did a lot together, Kat and I, and actually came to a determination, kind of interesting determination about some other stuff and games coming up. But I want to talk about that, and we already spent so much time talking about Wednesday night that we didn't even get to that, right? So I guess the Phil's Day Off segment will actually wait till tomorrow's podcast. And
Phil, how don't you just give up your contribution segment and just focus on day off? Just forego reading out all the contributions you've got and instead just focus on a day off.
I have a lot to say about stuff that we did together, okay? Cool. Folks, let's jump right into shout-outs because I don't want to dilly-dally any further, okay? So first of all, on the YouTube side of thing, we got Ava Cowboy Fan 1996, and that is a brand new membership. So thank you to Ava Cowboy 1996 for the membership. I appreciate that very much. As you guys can see, I have a pretty conservative membership goal today. We're at 1,103 members. By the end of both of today's streams, I'm looking to hit 1,115, so to try to get 12 more. It would be great if you like the content, if you could support it by becoming a member today or maybe gifting some memberships to the community. We did have 1170. We lost 70 during my day off, so there's definitely around 70 people willing to accept more memberships if someone were to gift them, okay? Cool. Tips-wise, we actually have quite a few tips to shout out here because there was a few that happened during yesterday. So let's get started. A $1.50 tip came in, and this person says, "This is my first time tipping." Their name is The Dark Side Child Returns. Okay. Now, if you don't mind, I'm going to abbreviate your name. The Dark Side Child Returns, only because that's such a long name that that's going to completely dominate my leaderboard here. Okay. So it's a $1.50 tip. Let's see what they have to say here. This happened during my day off, but as I told you guys, if you happen to contribute during one of my days off, I would always just count that towards the next stream that I do. Unless you specifically say, don't count it and don't shout it out, then I won't. But if you were to tip like Thursday and I'm not back till Friday, then we'll count it for the Friday morning stream. All right? So, The Dark Side Child Returns says the following. I decided to look into subscribing and supporting your channel a bit. I am beyond words how surprised I am with the growth of you and your channel. I'm grateful you're making an effort to bring back your old playthroughs like Red Dead and Final Fantasy 13. I hope LA Noire and others will make a comeback someday. Don't worry, that's exactly what we're planning on doing. I remember having a hard time hearing what you had to say at the end of your Amazing Spider-Man playthrough. Unfortunately, maybe a re-upload of that playthrough with better quality would work. You know, I don't remember the Amazing Spider-Man game that much. I know that, I guess people said it was good, but it wasn't until the Spider-Man, the Sony-specific Spider-Man, that I really remember. I can't remember Amazing Spider-Man that well. I think I remember fighting Electro, though. Anyway, so outside of my positive remarks above, I want to ask, what do you think about the Amazing Spider-Man and Spider-Man 2 video games and movies if you watch the movies? And he says, I will also, but it cuts off, so I don't know if there's another tip. I'll check in a second. So as for the movies, I hate them. Seriously, like, no lie, I didn't see them. And then as I was early on in my YouTube days as a YouTuber, I told my audience, because people would ask me on like my show Ask the King back then, did you see Amazing Spider-Man? I was like, nah, it doesn't look good. Like, it looks kind of like a crappy movie because it has so much CGI or whatever. And people were like, well, what if we were to give it to you? And someone did. Someone actually donated like a digital copy of the game. They sent me like that digital code. So I downloaded it. Back then you had to like download, or you had to get it from like a specific website. Today, like, you just go to a site and you can watch it on demand. But back then it was like you had to buffer shit and everything. So I get it, and I watch it. This is Amazing Spider-Man 1. And I hated it. It was too much CGI. I didn't like Andrew Garfield as Spider-Man. I thought he was like a douchey, stupid Spider-Man. I didn't like that version. I thought Tobey Maguire was just a better Spider-Man. I didn't like the CGI Lizard. I thought he looked atrociously bad. So I just hated the movie. Now, I remember seeing Amazing Spider-Man 2 at some point, and I disliked it so much, I don't even remember it at all. Like, I couldn't even tell you anything about it. So I just don't like those movies. Now, as for the games, if I remember, I think I liked the games. Did I not? I mean, it's so long ago at this point, but I think I did like those games. But again, I feel like once the Sony version, you know, Spider-Man and Spider-Man 2 and Miles Morales expansion, once those came out, they kind of completely overshadowed the Amazing Spider-Man games to the point where now I don't remember the Amazing Spider-Man games, so I can't even comment on them in the modern day. Okay? Now, yeah, see, a second tip came in. I think it's for the same person. So yeah, it's still first time doing this. If the other one didn't go through, how do you think the Final Fantasy VII Remake compares to the original game? Same question along with your thoughts and expectations for Rebirth, and do you plan on playing it? As I said in a nutshell, Final Fantasy VII Remake I thought was a legit straight up remake, and it's not. It's actually a reimagining and a multiverse plot line of Final Fantasy VII, so it's not the same game, even though it has a lot of the same plots and things in it. Once you get to the end, you realize this is not original Final Fantasy VII. They've changed it for the better, I think. I think that's good that they're doing that, because now it makes you feel like moving forward with this trilogy, which it seems like it's going to be, it's more interesting. There's more potential that things are going to be very different rather than just a straight up remake of the original games that's identical. I feel like the word remake is actually a misnomer or a misleading way to describe it. It's not a remake. It's like a multiverse plotline reimagining, right? So overall, I actually liked that game, but I was upset because I went into it with the whole idea that it was a straight up remake, and it's not. But now I'm actually very excited for Rebirth because I want to see distinctly what changes are different in Rebirth versus the plain Final Fantasy VII plot. I think that's going to be one of the more exciting things about it moving forward, to know there's new content in it. It's not just all redone. And yes, I'm planning on playing it. I absolutely will be playing it starting in late February.
Oh, shut up, you dick. I'm going 1.5 speed. You're boring me.
Excuse me. Advent Children versus Kingsglaive. Advent Children I saw back in the day. I liked it because it was the first time I ever really saw a video game in that quality of 3D animation. Kingsglaive, meh. I saw it before Final Fantasy 15. I wasn't impressed, but it did add to the story. I was just kind of eh. The idea was sort of saying, what do you think about playing campaign games alongside of Cat? As I said, right now we're getting into that slow. We're not jumping into stuff. We're not doing full-on playthroughs. Our idea is to find games here or there that make sense that we want to do together, and then ease in and see what else we want to do. Will we ever do a full campaign game together? It's a maybe. Okay. Question about Persona 3 Reloaded. What are your thoughts for the game? Are you excited? Do you plan on playing it? We're getting back to Persona. Well, I've already answered this as well, but in a nutshell, again, in a nutshell, trying to summarize. Persona 3, I didn't like the ending. I thought the final boss was broken and cheesy and just a big time waster, but overall, great game. I like the idea that they're remaking this game for a modern audience and it plays like Persona 5. In fact, the game looks great. The problem is, it comes out at the worst possible time. It literally comes out right after Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth, which is an insanely long RPG, and Tekken 8, which is going to be a very time-consuming fighting game. It also comes in between the times of those two games and Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, which is arguably the biggest release of the year. So it really ends up being a game that's just horrible timing. No way anyone could really play it if they're playing those other games, and it just gets swept under the rug because I've already played the original Persona 3, you know? Just saying. There's also another thing. I hate to say it, but Atlas is infamous for striking down channels that play their video games at launch for no good reason. Usually what happens with Atlas is they'll lay out an actual criteria and say, here's exactly what you can and cannot do with our games at launch. Please play up to this point, but don't pass this point. Please be mindful, don't play this spoiler cutscene and stuff like that. So you'll abide by those rules, and they still hit you with copyright strikes. Like, what the hell just happened? You'll ask them, and like, we have no idea what happened. Just dispute them, and they'll be removed within 2 weeks. It's like, what? So anytime you play an Atlas game at launch, you're taking a ginormous liability, and being that I'm a businessman, and this is my job and business as well as my hobby to stream games, I can't have my business shut down because they're idiots and they're unprofessional with the way that they handle themselves. So, likely, I wouldn't even play Persona 3 Reloaded, or Reload, or whatever it's called, at launch.
So the person that's fucking crying and ranting and raving but people being unprofessional is sitting there calling people idiots in a professional fucking manner. Phil, come on dude, what the fuck? You cannot fucking complain about other people's professionalism when you struggle to be professional yourself.
I would wait a while until basically they stop being copyright happy, and then I would probably play it when it feels like it's a lot more safe. Okay? Alright, so thank you for that tip. And then it looks like there actually was a third tip from the same person. So 3 of these $1.50 tips, it looks like. So actually, I'll just add it again. That all came in during my day off. So this one.
So Phil, they gave you $3 for the tips, so that means you've got $4.50. You're misrepresented how many tips you've got today. You've been given $4.50 by one person. You're saying it's $3 though. You're rounding down to try and guilt trip more money from your audience.
Would you ever consider playing through the older Harry Potter games like Half-Blood Prince, Sorcerer's Stone that were on original Xbox 360, PS3, or PS2 original Xbox? I don't know. No one's really ever mentioned them to me, and I don't know anything about them. Would I consider playing through the other older Spider-Man games that didn't get a chance to play, like Spider-Man 2, Ultimate Spider-Man? Again, I am not against playing older games, but it's about ones that people want to see enough to the point where, like, we're taking time out of my busy streaming schedule to play them. And it has to be like, oh, I don't just feel like just doing something random. It has to be like, am I going to get an audience for it? Are people going to come and engage with that content? Or is it going to be that I'm playing for 100 people and no one else really cares, right? I don't know about those games. Is there a demand to ever go back and play old Harry Potter games? I haven't heard it. I mean, I played Hogwarts Legacy last year. I didn't really hear a crowd clamoring for me to go back and play Legacy Potter games. You know, Spider-Man, I used to do Spider-Man marathons in the middle of the summer when there was nothing else going on. There really aren't those kind of dead times anymore. You know what I mean? Like, those kind of dead times haven't happened in ages. Now it seems like pretty much I'm either playing a hot new release or I'm playing catch-up on a hot new release that I didn't play when it was out almost all the time. We're not really looking for let's fill 2 months of dead time with a marathon of a certain kind of game or something like that, like there used to be. But I'm not saying no. I'm just saying, again, haven't really heard demand for me to do like a marathon of classic Spider-Man games. Would I consider me and Kat doing Q&A to the latest game trailers? So basically what you're saying is like a public react, right? Someone said that, actually. They said, would Kat and I ever consider doing a react stream together? I don't know, nor do I even know what we would react to. I guess some people were saying, if we were to do my weekly react show and Kat were to join me. Now here's the thing, on my weekly react show already, people complain we don't get through all the clips. Now imagine if not only are you getting my take on what we're watching, but hers as well, that's gonna take up even more time and we're gonna watch even less clips. You see? I don't know. Again, these are interesting ideas. You guys tell me. These are not something that I can answer. This is something for future consideration and discussion from both myself and Kat. I'm glad that you guys are excited to see that she was on a stream and you'd like to maybe see her in other content. I appreciate that. Let's consider it and talk about it, okay? But let's not get ahead of ourselves and start planning out things before any kind of serious consideration or discussion happens. Okay, continuing on. We have a $2.67 tip from this morning. And it's a troll. Okay? Or wait. Is it a troll? I don't even know. The thing is, here's the thing, and I've told you guys this before. I don't give 2 shits about the detractors. I don't. I really don't. I don't care what they say or do. I don't, if I see a nonsensical pattern and I address it like I told you, one of the nonsensical things that's happened is them saying stupid shit about me talking over my wife when that didn't really happen on Wednesday night. I'll address that briefly and we move on. I'm not going to sit here and talk about them or give them any kind of time because there's no point. This is a $2.67 tip, and immediately they're bringing up something about detractors. I don't even know what they're saying because I don't follow what the detractors are saying, so I don't give a shit. All right? So all I'm going to say is thank you for an anonymous $2.67 tip. I don't know what that means. I don't care. And I'm just going to move on from it and ignore it. Okay? Sorry, I just don't care. I really have no concern of anything those idiots do, and I'm not going to waste my breath on it. I hope you don't feel like that's me being ungrateful for your tip, because it's not. I'm just not going to waste time talking about them. Okay? I got a $2 tip from Super Snow Carl Turbo HD Remix. If you and Kat end up playing games together, we wouldn't be the only ones. There's other YouTube couples. For example, there's one called Nightwings play games together all the time. I look forward to you two nonetheless. I'm well aware. Like, I'm well aware. There are many YouTubers out there that play as couples and stuff like that, and I think that there's a certain level of interest and demand and curiosity for that style of content, and I'm down for that. I am. If we can find stuff to do that we want to do together. Just because we had one awesome late night stream talking with the fans does not mean immediately we're interested in jumping into 400 co-op games. Like, for example, right away someone said, what about the new Outlast Trials coming out? Kat has zero interest in that game. She already looked at it. She's like, oh my god, it's like extreme gore and just torture and shit. And she's not into that at all. She doesn't want to fucking play that game. She's like, no, absolutely not. Zero interest, right? So over time, we'll look at games together. We'll see if there's anything. And by the way, feel free to give me suggestions. But we'll consider stuff. But you know, we're not gonna be jumping on every single game bandwagon just because she appeared on one stream. And now, you know, because again, so many people are like, let's immediately capitalize. Oh my god, we did one late night stream that went well. People liked it. Let's now capitalize on this by having Kat in 17 streams, 400 co-op games. Like, no, we're not doing that. You know, this is something that's a slow easing in until it feels comfortable and fun to do, and only doing things that we're interested in doing. Right now, Like a Dragon is definitely the first step towards that, okay? Okay. Excuse me. Continuing on, Big Ocho gifted a membership this morning, and it went to Maguro-san. So congratulations, Maguro-san, on the gifted membership. Be sure to thank Big Ocho and Big Ocho. Thank you so very much for supporting the stream this morning. I appreciate that very, very much. Okay. Just refreshing here, guys. I received a $20 tip from 1 Minute Man. He says, you're being 40 hours in means nothing in Baldur's Gate 3. Oh boy. Let's play your animation first. Let's get you on the leaderboard and see what you have to say. I really had no concept that 1 Minute Man was so heavy into Baldur's Gate 3 until we started playing it. Okay. Okay. Understanding Baldur's Gate 3 and its myriad of minute details is like taking a college major. 100 hours in, you're going to feel the same. Tip, make sure you have a light source for the Shadowlands. Interesting. Good news is, I have a light spell that I cast on myself. So, I should be fine, right, in that regard. I should be able to just cast light and then I'll be able to see, I guess. No, and that's very interesting. Because one of my criticisms of the game, back on Wednesday when we were playing it, is that why am I 40 hours in, and the game feels like it wants to be so complex, that I literally have to learn something new every single time that I fight. Like, I even said to the audience, I said, am I ever going to feel comfortable fighting in this game? Because it seems like every time I think I am, and I know what I'm doing, the game will literally throw another angle at me. So I'm supposed to just know that in the world of D&D, that undead creatures survive when you kill them and get like a saving roll, and they auto-revive with 1 HP, but then after they auto-revive, they lose a turn. Like, how would I have known that? Did the game ever explain that? No. Am I supposed to literally every single time that I run into every single person and item in the universe, should I be going into the stats of it and studying the stats of each character for 5 to 10 minutes before I even consider making a move? Because it's funny, already people are complaining I take too long to fight. But then when that happens and I get taken by surprise, oh, well, you didn't look at their stats first. Yeah, because you already said I take too long to fight. Right? So that's what I mean. Like, I feel like that game, here's the thing. If you're someone who's totally into that level of time investment, tabletop RPGs, simulations, and you want to spend insane amounts of time, I get it. But I have the right. I absolutely have the right to criticize it. I'm someone who for over 15 years has played every major video game and franchise. I can put this into perspective from who could be considered more of a commoner's. And it is, I feel like I'm a commoner. I'm not some expert. I'm a commoner. I'm a gaming commoner, right? So when I'm playing this game, and I'm fighting, and all of a sudden there's this ridiculous stuff going on that I just don't understand because it's never explained, I have the right to criticize it. And listen, you don't have to think that my criticism is valid, or maybe it's interesting to you to hear an outsider's perspective. Because I tell you right now, as an outsider, Baldur's Gate 3 is not accessible, it's too complex, the combat takes too long, and it's too boring. A common person would not just jump into this game and enjoy it. So how did it win Game of the Year? Because the games media voted on it. That's why. Because the games media like this game for many different reasons. Narrative, the choices and things you can do in it, probably romance, probably representation, probably a million things. And by the way, that's not me knocking the game. I'm telling you, from a commoner's perspective.
Just sounds like you're knocking the game, Phil.
Trying to play this game is too difficult and too complex and very annoying. So I can tell you.
Phil, you found Kirby too difficult and rage quit that. That's a game made for children.
Probably the vast majority of people who bought this game probably will never finish it. They will play it for a few hours, maybe they'll get 10, 15 hours in Act 1, and then they'll get to a point and they'll be like, this is ridiculous. Like, I'm 15 hours into the game, I feel like I didn't do anything. Why does every fight take an hour? And every time I think I know what I'm doing, something goes wrong. You know what I mean? Even for someone like me, and here I am 40 hours in, I haven't lost a fight yet, right? Everyone's saying, I don't understand why Phil's criticizing the game. He literally is doing well in every fight. That's not the point. You understand? That's not the point. The point for me when I'm playing a game is that eventually I want to get to a point in said game, especially an RPG particularly. I want to feel like I can lean back and relax and say, finally I'm at home. I know what I'm doing. I'm comfortable in my own boots, and I can play this game and know what I'm doing and have a good time, and here we go. Here's a nice session of Baldur's Gate 3. Whoop! And that's never happened. Every single time I boot this game, here's a ton of things you didn't know.
Was that the thumbnail possibility, D-Dog?
Here's a nice session of Baldur's Gate 3.
Just him like with fucking remote control, joypadding. I mean, that could be a possible thumbnail, so if that's not it, I might do it anyway. This actually could have potential, so give me a second here. Yeah, it's very rare we see Phil with his controller in his hands, full screen, so give me a second, go here, go there, go fucking everywhere, and we go there, and we crop that out, and we upload. And here we go. There we go, we got Phil holding a controller in his hands, pretending to play a game. Not a bad wee thumbnail. a possibility for a thumbnail, not a bad one whatsoever. Now let's get on with bingo. We're doing quite well. We're doing very well indeed. We are 5 away from a full house.
And that's never happened. Every single time I boot this game, here's a ton of things you didn't know. Here's new lore. Here's new gameplay mechanics. Here's new saving roll shit. Like, what are you talking about? Will I ever just play it and get it? No. You won't. Someone even said last time, you'll literally never, ever even have a feeling of being at home until your second playthrough. Because then you've at least seen everything in the game once. So when you're playing it the second time, you can at least try to remember the first time you did it and then do it better the second time. I don't know how I feel like about that. You know, I don't. Maybe that's good for a lot of people and not for everyone though. So again, you might argue, well, I don't understand, how did it get Game of the Year? Because journalists vote on it. I'm telling you. And of course, well, I don't understand because it also won the Gamer's Choice. Yes, because of hype. Yes, because of all of that stuff that always builds up around these games, correct? Like, that's what happens with this stuff. I have a really hard time believing that this game is purchased by a bunch of people who've never played this style of RPG before, and they're playing it and beating it and loving it. That really would make, I'd be shockingly, like, really, that would just blow my fucking socks off if there was some status about that. Like, I bet if you actually were to look at stats of how many people bought Baldur's Gate 3 as a result of it winning Game of the Year, and how many are actually beating it, it would be like 10%. Most people who bought this game bought it because of hype. They heard so many things about journalists loving it, or the hype on the internet about it, and they went and bought it, and they started playing the combat, they're like, what the fuck is this? And they never played it ever again, right?
But Phil, that's kind of common for so many games though. If you look at the achievements, so I challenge you guys, okay, I challenge you guys to this on your console or of choice, whatever. Check the achievements of a random game, okay, especially a game that's kind of a, you know, a story-based game, whatever. Check how many people have got the final achievement for the story. You'll be surprised how low that percentage is. Quite a lot of people sometimes don't finish games they get. It's not a rarity. It doesn't mean the game's fucking difficult, it just means sometimes people play a fucking game and maybe gives it to them or something, or they may just fucking had it briefly, but they don't finish that game. You'd be surprised how often people don't complete games.
Here's the thing, Elden Ring was kind of the same situation. But the difference with Elden Ring is that Elden Ring legit had mechanics to carry people, right? Like Elden Ring has the summons. So you can summon, what is it, Ash summons or whatever they're called. So you can always summon help in a fight, and that can carry you the whole game. This game doesn't have any carrying mechanics, right? Then again, I'm playing on standard difficulty, so I don't know if I played it on easy. It has an easy difficulty setting, right? I have no clue what the difference would be with the easy setting. So maybe that's where I'm off base. Maybe if you play it on easy, it negates 90% of the complex shit and it feels more like a simple RPG, and then maybe it's easier to play. Maybe that's what it is. I don't know. But again, here's the thing, and it's funny because when I try to be honest with people about this game, and I'm telling you, I don't dislike it. I actually am enjoying it. Why would I keep playing it like this if I didn't enjoy it? I am enjoying it. But there's levels of frustration that I'm experiencing, and I will share those with you when I feel them. Oh, well, then you say you just don't understand it. You must. Why do you play a game you hate? Don't play. Like, what are you talking about? No. You have to stop fanboying for a minute. Because that's what it is. If you feel ultra defensive about Baldur's Gate 3, can I be honest with you? You didn't make the game. You don't get paid every time a copy of the game gets sold. The devs don't know who you are. They don't care. You can stop. You can remove yourself from their ball sacks now. Okay? They don't give two fucks if you kiss their game's ass or not. It doesn't matter if it's your favorite game of all time. People still have a right to criticize it. Even if you don't agree with the criticism, you should respect the criticism if people are being respectful of what you like. Stop being a fucking defense force of the game.
Phil, we don't. Nobody has to fucking respect your opinion. You have a right to an opinion, but we have the right to not respect that and challenge you on said opinion. Nobody's preventing you from having that opinion. You're free to have that opinion, but we are also free to say, no, you're full of shit. This is why you're full of shit.
You have to stop that mentality. Remove yourself from the...
Thank you very much to Ira for a super chat, who says, this truly shows his media blindness. D&D had a resurgence in a PC game that his baby's first D&D campaign would obviously be well received. There we go. It was a case of good timing, essentially. It was essentially, it was good timing. There was a success movie about it, and there was a game that came out as well, done quite well. There we go. It done pretty well there, we fucking go. Good stuff indeed. But yeah, it was basically, the iron was hot. I need to rewind this. Because there was one thumbnail potential there. There was a frame there. So I realised that D-Dog's incoming thumbnail shout is coming up. That's why I stood up. But I must rewind to when Phil was clutching at some random invisible thing.
Criticism if people are being respectful of what you like. Stop being a fucking defense force of the game.
Big ups to Brand Dude and all their viewers for joining us for the stream. Yeah, but thank you very much. I was in Brand Dude's stream earlier on before Bingo, actually, having a good time and derailing the crap out of him. And there we go. Big ups to Brand Dude, and hopefully they all enjoy themselves over in Brand Dude's stream. We're still playing Bingo here. We're close to a full house, so fingers crossed we can get it.
To stop that mentality, remove yourself from the testes because you're latching on.
So hold on, Phil doing this with his hands is what I wanted to look at here. This is potential thumbnail glory right here. That right there could be pretty good. Is there anything clearer than that? Does it get better? Is that better? Is that better? Is that better? You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to find a good one here. That one might be best. This one right here. This one could be a good one here. Let's see how this works out. To remove the background from this, we'll see how this how we fare with this one. Perfect song for us, by the way. Perfect song for Phil pretending to squeeze some ball sacks. Oh, bloody hell. And it worked out mainly well. It removed Phil's eye, I think. We no longer, or yeah, we technically don't have Phil's eye. The tool decided that Phil's eye was not pertinent to the rest of the image. So I guess go ahead, fuck Phil's eye. Jesus, a little bit. That's not bad though. Okay, let's prepare ourselves for this amazing possible thumbnail.
On to those hairs, those ball hairs, and the devs are like, oh god, the weight of the world on my sack. Like, what is going on here? Just release yourself, because no one cares that you're the biggest fanboy of this game. No one. You're never gonna get a golden medal mailed to your house. You're not gonna get a trophy like this. No one's gonna mail the.
Oh my god, his Tekken trophy. He went and got his Tekken trophy. Oh my god. Okay, hold on.
World's biggest Baldur's Gate 3 fan trophy to your house for you to, oh, look at me, I defended the game against everyone who said something possibly critical of the game. No one cares about you.
So, well, this is going to be hard. This is going to be difficult. He's moving all over the place, so it's going to be hard to get a good thumbnail from this. Bear with me here. We might need some patience here.
You're not going to get
so this might take some
a
doing.
trophy like this. No one's going to mail.
Right here. Now we need his face to be like happier.
The world's biggest Baldur's Gate 3 fan trophy.
Hold on. That might be good right there. There's a potential winner. The trophy's a bit blurry though. Can we get it clearer? There we go. That's a bit better. Duck face. That might be as good. So there we go. Hold on. So we'll try this one on for size first of all. I have a feeling also we'll try and get better. Obviously we'll try and get some better ones, but we will start off with this. Phil's little duck face looking at his fucking prized possession.
I actually admitted this last year.
we have had a ton of good potential thumbnails tonight. It didn't really work too well in the trophy. That's a shame. It kind of cropped out some of the trophy because it wasn't fully clear. That's a shame. But I'm still also going to send it to my Discord so they can enjoy themselves with it. But yeah, let's hold on. Let's keep going. Let's try and get another frame or two.
Trophy to your house for you to. Oh, look at me.
Is there anything here? Is there anything here? Hold on. The thing is, though, there's so much because he's moving so much. The trophy's so bloody, so it's so hard to get a good one. Like I'm going frame by frame. The trophy's quite clear there, but Phil's face isn't that great. You know what I mean? Then he's looking at himself, so I don't really care when he's looking at himself.
I defended the game against.
Is this clear here? Is he moving too much? He's moving too much there.
Against everyone who said something possibly critical of the game.
So yeah, he's moving way too much, so it's hard to really make most of that. Clown mode, absolutely, you know, but god damn, it's kind of hard to get a good wee photo from that because he's just moving over the goddamn place like some buffoon.
No one cares about you. You can stop now. Really. People have a right to say things negative about a game, even if it won Game of the Year, even if it won Viewer's Choice Game of the Year, even if it's your personal favorite game of all time, right? No one gives a fuck. So stop being a fanboy. And that's not just of this game, it's of anything. Nintendo fanboys, Xbox, Sony ponies. Shut the fuck up. No one cares about your dumb, biased opinion because you think it's the best thing ever. Here, you can sit here and go, oh, everyone, thank you. I'm the best fan ever. No one cares about you. Stop it. Allow other people to say intelligent things because what you're saying is not intelligent. If you're just blindly defending this game and anytime someone says, well, I think there's something that possibly could be improved, but no, I am the #1 fan and you are wrong. I'm going to shove my trophy up your ass for criticizing Baldur's Gate 3. Grow up. Okay? Grow the fuck up. And for the record, that's my Tekken 3 trophy from the 1990s, and I'll be putting that out when I play Tekken. Of course I will. Why wouldn't I? Right? Anyway, So anyway, I hope you guys understand my criticisms. It's fine if you disagree, but please respect them. And please understand there's a reason why I say that. Because I do feel like this game, sadly, has been so overhyped by the media that there's so many people who are going into it with this mentality that's like the best RPG ever, blindly just believing that. And you go to play it, and you're like, what am I playing? Why is the combat so slow? Why is there always this crazy mechanic I don't understand? I get screwed because of it. And it does for me. That genuinely takes away from my enjoyment of the game. When I can't understand something because it's another new mechanic that's been introduced and we're 40 hours in, that's not fun. That's annoying. That's like, okay, another one. I have enough. I just want to play the game now. When do I get to play? You don't get to just play the game. There's always something new to annoy you. Oh, great. I don't want to become, just because I'm playing Baldur's Gate 3, I don't want to have to become the ultimate scholar of D&D, and it seems like that's what they're doing. Like, you have to be the ultimate scholar of D&D to do well in this game. Well, sorry, that wasn't my intention. My life's intention here wasn't to be the #1 D&D fan on the planet. I'm never going to play D&D outside of video games. I can tell you that. Like, I'm never going to do like a real D&D thing. So, I guess that's life, right? I mean, what are you gonna do? Anyway, let's continue before I rant about this endlessly. It looks like another $1.50 tip has come in. Oh, this is from the Dark Side Child Return, so they're actually here live this morning. What's your favorite Persona game or protagonist? Who's your favorite Disney Plus MCU show? All right, hold on, there's like a million questions. I'm gonna try to answer these very fast. It's like 400 questions. Your favorite Persona game or protagonist?
Did Phil just say a million? That's an interesting number. Almost as interesting as 6 million.
Jesus.
All right, so ladies and gentlemen, 6 million. 6 million. That's a pretty interesting number, isn't it? 6 million. Well, guess what? You're wrong. It didn't happen. You're making it up, right? You make that shit up. No, how about this? Banned. Gone forever. Because I don't put up with your fucking bullshit.
Now that was good. Now that was a fucking good one.
The bar's being raised.
I could not help myself, okay? It's to celebrate Steve and Sam coming back. They've been away for a good while, you know what I mean? It's in honour of them. Those two are back, and that being said, so it's to celebrate that. I do try and limit myself to, and most I try and do it on a stream. And even then, I don't try and do it every single stream. But sometimes my hand is forced. Ah, goodness sake. Come on, Phil. Stream dead.
Probably Persona 4. Protagonist, I don't even remember them. What's your favorite Disney MCU show? I only saw one, WandaVision. I literally never watched another show before. I used to watch that one that was on TV, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I thought that was only okay. I thought WandaVision was pretty good. What are your thoughts on Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul? They're amazing. I love both shows. Never saw the end of Better Call Saul, though. Which one do you like more? I think it's the best show. I don't know, because I didn't finish Better Call Saul, so I can't answer that. What's your favorite Batman movie? 1989 Batman, Tim Burton, with, of course, Michael Keaton and Jack Nicholson as the Joker. What are your thoughts on Neon Genesis Evangelion? Never saw it, so I can't really attest. I only saw it like late night on Adult Swim. Would you ever react to the show? Probably not, because reacting to anime is a whole nightmare in itself on YouTube. Do you prefer the... do you ever watch the original Quantum Leap? Watched the entire series and loved it. Do you prefer the original? Never saw the new one, so I can't compare. What do you think compares to the original? Don't know, never saw it. What's your favorite Raimi Spark?
First of all, as amazing as someone... Remember, he's reading off these questions in one tip. Somebody gave him a tip for like $1.50. And put like a billion questions in there. Thank you very much, Arcestis, for the super chat. Says, I don't understand it, let's trash it. Phil in a nutshell. That's pretty much it. Phil is not really upset about it. So he's trashing something he doesn't like and understand. And when people try and defend that, he's trashing them for daring to try and counter his points. Because they're trying to prove Phil wrong. And Phil's not allowed to. You're not allowed to prove Phil's wrong on his own content. If you do that, you're a fanboy who knows too much or whatever, or has no life and all that crap. So Phil is not allowed to be wrong when it comes to his opinions. Even if Phil states an opinion that's clearly inaccurate, you're not allowed to correct him, because then you're a fanboy. And you're fucking defending the game to the fucking hilt, and you're struggling nutsack to the fucking game developers or whatever it is. Jesus Christ. Unbelievable, Phil. He is determined to have people respect his opinions, but respect is earned, Phil, and your opinions do not merit respect. You have the right to opinions. You do not have the right to demand respect from them.
Series and loved it. Do you prefer the original? Never saw the new one, so I can't compare. What do you think compares to the original? Don't know, never saw it. What's your favorite Raimi Spider-Man movie? 1. How would you rank the 3 movies? 1, 2, 3. Wow, you really packed a lot of questions into a $1.50 tip. I hope you're okay with my very fast lightning round answers, because we have to end the show. And that was a crazy amount of questions. It looks like some super chats came in too. Hold on. It looks like there was an anonymous $2 tip. So I just want to shout that out. There was a completely anonymous $2 tip, no message attached to that one. So I want to count that one as well. So thank you for that. Excuse me. And then Purple Aki, re-upped the membership for 4 months. Is loving the changes to your content. Big ups. Big ups to you, Purple Aki. Thanks for the support. Metatron, also with a membership. Now, this is a new one. Looks like it is. A fresh new membership saying, I wish you well in life. Thank you, Metatron. Actually, I take that back. That might have been a re-up. Because it is a re-up. Never mind. Thank you, Metatron, for the support. License for Soul with a $10 super chat. I'm your biggest fan. I'm still waiting for the official biggest Dark Side Phil fan plaque. Don't worry. That's in process. That'll be out to you by next millennium. Thank you, License for Soul, for the super chat. Okay. I think I caught up on everything, and we do have to end the show, guys, so that we can actually get...
Oh, Phil got $30+ in tips. My bad, I missed that altogether. So let me just tick that off. Burger. There we go.
5 in a row. That's concerning.
We are 1 burp away from a free space. We're about 20 or 30 likes, I think, from a free space there as well. Can't mind. And yeah, I mean, the snorts, we're technically 5 snorts away. But yeah, we might get a full house, but it's looking unlikely at this point in time because it's about to end the podcast portion of the show.
Baldur's Gate 3 for today. So thank you all. A great start. I had fun. I hope that you guys did too. And now we're going to jump back into this Underdark. Like I said, I think we're at the point where we were looting, and there was like, I think there was an item that people were saying I could combine to do that ice thing, but also now I have the components to go back to the forge and make that a sword with that bark that we found, and then we could go back to the other area, to the final part of the Underdark or whatever. By the way, Stealthy Kupo, 6-month membership says, have you ever seen an actual 4-sided die? No. Could you make...
Well, your rocking is making me seasick. This amount of rocking right here is literally making me dizzy. I feel like I'm on a boat.
And make that a sword with that bark that we...
But this is the swaying right here that's coming up is powerful.
Found, and then we can go back to the other area, to the final part of the Underdark or whatever. By the way, Stealthy Kupo, 6-month membership says, have you ever seen an actual 4-sided die? No. Could you make a 4-sided die? Is that possible? I have no idea. I'm not a dice aficionado or anything, so I don't know. I mean, you could, right? 1, 2, 3, and then one on the bottom. 3 sides, so it kind of look like a triangle. Would that be like a triangle with a square bottom? How would that work, though? Because would it roll properly? It wouldn't be even when you roll it, right? I don't think it would ever be even when you roll it. Wouldn't you have a strong increased chance of it always like landing flat and not working? A triangle with a triangle bottom. Oh yeah, you're right. All 4. It would be 4 triangles. 3 triangles and a triangle on the bottom. I've never seen it, but that makes sense. Okay, cool. No, I'm not a dice guy. You know, I've literally never. The only thing I ever used dice for were board games back in the day. You know, any game where you roll the dice to play. Monopoly. What was the game that I played with my parents all the time? Clue. You always use dice. Yep. Those, you know, there's like 2-3 games I always use dice to play, but that was about it. I was not a big dice guy. I never saw any of these complex RPG dice or anything. You know, the ones we're seeing in this game are some of the most complex I've ever seen. A 20-sided die is pretty insane, right?
I mean, it's terrible. All these hands are all over the place. You're like a sweaty octopus trying to unhook a bra.
All right. Shall we adjourn? I think we should adjourn. I want to say thank you guys. Great podcast. Long one. A lot to talk about. Tomorrow, guys, remind me. Let's do the Phil's Day Off segment tomorrow, because I actually have some interesting stuff to talk about from my day off with Kat regarding not only our Wednesday night stream, but some other cool stuff that happened. Some games and stuff that we played. Yeah, but we didn't get to it today. Okay? All right, everyone.
What was the point of that face?
Games and stuff that we played.
Why? God damn, why? I mean, I must. I've been doing it for several hours. Hold on. Is it this frame? Is it that frame? Is it that frame? Is it that frame? This one's getting... Oh my god, it gets wider. How can he have no teeth? All mouth and no teeth. How does that make sense? He hides his teeth somehow. What the hell? Oh jeez, again, this is... Jesus Christ, hold on. I'm just saying, try this and go here and go there and go there. We have had so many different bingo thumbnail backgrounds. This is one of many. I just showed up my members Discord as well. There we go. So to sum up, we've had this, and now this. That's our treasure trove tonight. That's our spoils of war from this podcast. That's what managed to get through tonight.
Yeah, but we didn't get to it today. Okay? All right, everyone. Thank you. Great podcast today. Great way to jump right back into the new streaming week. I want to say thank you all. This has been a great experience this week overall. You know, the throwback stuff seems to be doing well so far. It's a good start. I should say that because, you know, it's always interesting starting up something new and not knowing how it's going to go. But so far, I feel like it's going well. You know, having my wife on stream was a really fun experience. I'm happy and looking forward to more of that. Everything's going pretty smoothly right now, you know, on the channel here. And I'm looking forward to so much stuff with you all. So thank you guys. And let us now end the show. Tomorrow, like I said, let's not only recap what we do today, but let's also do a Phil's Day Off segment because I have a lot to say about that I think you guys will enjoy. And let's not forget about it, all right? Thank you guys. I will see you tomorrow. Peace out. Okay, cool. So those of you who are sticking around, thanks for sticking around. Let's get ready to begin with Baldur's Gate 3 here. I will take a brief break just to go pee before we start. But get everything set up. Let's see. Here we go. Got that there. Good there. Yep, good. And I think the volume's correct. All right. I'm just going to take a brief break. I'm going to mute the mic. I'm not going to run any music or anything. I'm just going to mute the mic, use the restroom, see what the family's up to, and come back. We're going to boot her up and get started with more Underdark. Okay? All right, guys. I'll be right back. See you in a sec.
So that's 12:54 p.m. he left. When will he return? 12:57, 12:58, 12:59. He's been away 6 minutes. There we go. He's back.
Okay, guys. So let's boot her up. It looks like I may have another shout out to do. Hold on. Let's boot her up though, because this game takes a little bit to boot up.
Burp. Burp, you're back.
Ugh. I'm all wrapped up again. All right, hold on. I don't know how, but my headphones endlessly always get tied up in all the controller cords. Don't ask me how, because I don't do that, but they somehow end up like that anyway. So I think there's another shout out or two to do. Yes, there's a, hold on, oops. A $1.50 tip. Thank you for your responses, even though the last few were fast. I understand you're at the end of your podcast. I hope you have a great stream. I want to ask, what's your favorite episode in Quantum Leap? Oh my god. I have literally not watched Quantum Leap since it was on television. I'm serious. Like, I used to watch it as a new show with my parents every week when the new episode would air on broadcast television. I know that they used to rerun it on, like, USA Network, and every once in a while I would catch it on there too. But I have not actively watched Quantum Leap in so long, I can't answer the question. I would have to go back and do some research and get back into it to really properly answer that question. I'm certainly not equipped to do that today.
You cannot remember off the top of your head any standout moments, Phil. Somebody that claims to have loved that show. It is bizarre you don't remember anything from it whatsoever.
So I apologize that I can't really answer your question in any kind of a educated manner, okay? Okay. Now, I think I have to up the volume here. We'll see. If I went to Japan, what would I want to see? Cultural stuff that's appropriate to Japan that I can't see here. Like, probably I wouldn't immediately go to McDonald's, but maybe I would do stuff that's culturally appropriate for Japan that's unique to there, right? I think that's what everyone would probably do, right? Okay, so. It's loud enough? Can't really tell.
If he takes Cat to Japan, they might attack her with harpoons. I'm sorry, I couldn't help it. I blame... that's not my fault. That's not my fault. I blame the video that Pixar made. Pixar made a video where Cat was getting attacked by harpoons. It's his fault. There was nothing I could do. He implemented that thought in my head. He put it there.
Oh, we'll see. So what were we doing? We were looting, correct? We were looting, and I think that people were saying that there was an item that I could combine with... to make that ice item or whatever, but I don't really know how to do that. Alright, let's start recording. We'll figure this out. Alright? Cool. See you later, Zero. Alright. Hello, everyone, and welcome back.
He is now recording for YouTube, and that is going to bring an end to the bingo. We were short 4 spaces in the end. We were 1 burp away from a free space, and we're also like, I think like 10, 15 likes away from a free space as well. Ultimately, it wouldn't have made a difference. Even if we'd got all the snorts, all the burps, and all the likes, we would have been 1 short of a full house. So there you go. Nothing we can do about that. But still, it was a strong card in my opinion, but somehow Phil didn't say chill. I'm amazed that Phil didn't say chill. That baffles me. Everything else I can kind of see why Phil would say it sometimes and sometimes not say it, but chill is usually a guaranteed word, so it's strange if we didn't have that this time around. It is what it is, nothing we can do. It is Friday and I'm going to do some marbles. We haven't got marbles to pick a winner, but I have come... So let me set up marbles and I'll explain when I'm back from that. Okay, so I'm going to put up the wee BRB screen. Give me a few minutes to set up marbles. We're going to have some marbles. We're going to try and win some impossible tracks. So give me a few seconds. I'll be right back. Alright guys, we are back and have some bad news for you guys. The free maps that we were using before got removed because they went updated the community boards and everything else. As far as I'm aware, Arthur is trying to re-upload them and resubmit them for, you know, people to play them. One of the maps we played before, which I believe was this one right here, Super Troll Wormhole, I believe that's the same one as we've had before. So I'm pretty sure the other two are brand new that I've not seen before. The other two are ones I've never seen before. But Super Troll Wormhole, I believe, was one of the ones that did survive the purge of the marbles game. Every like month or so, they clear the favourites from your list, and they basically clear all the community maps, and they refresh them. They get some new community maps in there, and it's up to people to kind of resubmit them and everything else. Arthur has like 24 maps on here. It's crazy. You type his name, you see all these maps here. And yeah, I only recognise one of them, and that, well, also I recognise, we all recognise Fairly Airy Air. You know what I mean? But we've done that one before. But the other ones I'm not entirely sure about, but I just can't. So two of them are random. Two of these ones are random, but this Super Troll Wormhole one was one I believe we've done before. We'll come to that, we'll do them in order. I'm going to try these. I'm going to give it 3 attempts. Each of them. The first one we're going to try is Improbable Impossible Wormhole. Well, let's go into it and see how we do. 99% elimination rate. Remember, if somebody completes this, they will win a prize because these maps are quite difficult indeed. So we have 218 marbles here. Big ups to Charlie. Charlie made a comment wanting their marble in there. It was already here. Agent Proper, you're at the front of the queue, pal. Look, Agent Proper, can we follow this bastard down the hill? Let's just let this to go. Can we follow Agent Proper? No, we can't. He's at the very front anyway. And there's Arthur's name up there straight away. There we go. Yeah, but basically Charlie had lots of comments saying, you know, basically he wanted to be included in the list. He already was on it. I wondered why his comment saying nice try, already on the list. So yeah, some people will leave multiple comments because sometimes they'll think they're not on the list. They are. And some people are, I'm dead already. How? That's not fair. How did I die so fucking quickly? That's not fair. Let's follow Egret as they go down the centre and off to the doom. That didn't go well for him. This is an interesting map indeed. This is that a bouncy pad? What happens here? Jasper's Angels are ahead as so many people are dying behind us. Jasper's Angels. Oh, it's a big, massive bouncy pad. Rybread is here as well, and the scientist, I believe. So many names are still there. This Agent Proper still in contention. Oh, you barely make it. So let's just get away from here and go down and see who's out coming out the front here. Oh, it's a ramp going back the way. Oh, you're not guaranteed to land there. You sometimes fall off. No. Well, the Guardian's gone. Unlucky for them. Jasper's Angels are down here. A lot of marbles. There's a whole lot more to go though. This is a big course. Barrett Wells is in the lead. And Twerp Draconis is right behind them. Barrett Wells, that was almost perfect. Twerp Draconis has overtaken them, but Barrett retakes that lead. As they all get caught up here. Rybread has gone, fallen to his doom. Give more bodies in contention, they're behind. Not sure if Agent Proper's still alive or not. He might not be. Oh, not these. Oh, yeah, oh my. Oh my. Master on the pizza slicer has made it. But so many people are not going to make it. Born to Hand Jive has given Master on the pizza slicer a little nudge there. As we go up the tube here. The elevator. There's a portal. Does that portal send you back here to try again? Oh. What is this all about? Do you need momentum to carry over? Oh my god, what the hell is this madness?
You're a fucking loser. You should not support
Oh my.
He had
no.
to entertain you.
This looks like it might be the impossible part. Looks like Rain was so unlucky. They only bounced away to victory here. Oh, this is the part. This is the part that's going to kill everyone, isn't it? This is the part where everyone will perish. Pretty sure, yeah. These are the last people alive right now. Winston. And the Human Moon. Oh, Winston survived. They might be okay. No, they're not. They're definitely dead. Windows 96 is the last one. And it looks like this is actually the final challenge as well. Once you get through this, I think that's it. No, they got forced through. The heart forcing them through. That's so cruel. That is so cruel and unusual. Shot to the heart. You're to blame. We will try again. That was fun as hell. We'll try again. Oh, they get launched out. That's a speed boost there. They get a speed boost right at the end there. So we're going to follow Mozgus. I think the left-hand side is Doom. Yeah, the left-hand side is Doom. That's what happened to me earlier on, I think. Oh, it's not guaranteed Doom though. But it's essentially Doom. So there we go. Let's have a wee eye on who's all going where. People doing this. Ian Solaire just yeeting in the middle. Ian Solaire doesn't give a fuck. And he'll be the first one to bounce our path, bounce away over this big musical trampoline. There we go. Will they make it though? They look a bit off centre. They barely make it. And down they go. Down here. Straight out. And will they stay though? Because this does throw people off sometimes. They're going to land there as well. They're going to be good. Gregor Lake as well, and Nidhogg, Meow Mix Meow. They're all there right now. That's a good bump, I'd say. That's a very good bump for Ian Solaire. Can he stay centred? He can indeed. Can he snipe this? Oh, they bounce up. But Ian Solaire, absolutely flying. He made that look easy. Heather's in contention as well. Big ups to Heather. Ian, you're too straight, pal. You're too straight. You need to be more bent. You're going. Lassie Man's also gone. Electronic Eel has made it through. But they might be the only ones. Yeah, it's not looking good. Electronic Eel has made it through. And is anyone else going to make it through? There's a lot of people are following there right now. We're going to follow Electronic Eel. Sclerotic has made it through as well. And so not Gio. But Sclerotic, Pam Solo, BR Joe, they made it as well. Electronic Eel has missed the floating platform. You need to hit this straight on so you can float over. Like Sclerotic's doing. Pam Solo also missed it, and BR Joe. You can see Sclerotic, they were straight on with it. And they have a chance here, they're in contention. This is the part that killed everyone before, there's a lucky bounce. This might be very good. Oh, there's not, hold on, wait. Ah, son of a bitch, go left, go left. Oh, whatever. Sclerotic could have done someone a big favour though. Sclerotic has cleared that obstacle. If somebody gets a smooth run, there's only 3 people left though. Deadly Kaiser's at the start, what the hell are they doing back there? Oh, he's dead. Jeffrey Walsh is next. That's not going well. Deadly Kaiser, what happened to you? Are you stuck in some... How is this even possible? How? I have no words. I think they're stuck forever. How has this not killed them? I don't... Can we not nudge them? Can we not just control them or nudge them or give them a prod or something? Just move. Like, are they moving? They're clearly moving, but are they moving anywhere? They're just constantly just being battered in a spot here. They're not going between. Come on. I don't think Deadly Kaiser's getting out of this. I think we're going to need to say this is them stuck forever. But we need to start as well. They've been here for like fucking 3 minutes, 4 minutes getting battered by this thing the whole time. Yeah, they're not going anywhere, they're stuck. So yeah, we will go to the main menu and try one more time. We'll go back into it and try one more time. Didn't expect that to get people stuck, but whatever. One more time. Once more, we will try. No, Deadly Kaiser, don't break the fucking thing this time. May have to keep an eye on that particular section just to make sure. I didn't think that would be a thing. I don't think that would make people stuck, but it is what it is, I guess. Right, who's going left and who's going right? The left path is so dangerous.
It complements the flavor perfectly.
Well, those people are all dead straight away.
It's nothing like any other cuisine. It really isn't. I can't even tell you another cuisine that tastes like that. But it's so good.
Oh, Agent Proper's up there.
Mediterranean food is usually when you get it, you get such a good variety of stuff. Like I got something that came with hummus and pitas.
Oh, we're just looking across left and right here to all these different people, all these different competitors. They'll go up to first place, and there's Wilson Barbosa. Jack Skellington. Are these two the same trajectory? I don't know, it's a weird one. Did they bump each other? Oh, they're fine, they're fine.
Again, it tastes kind of different from other cultural rices. It has peas and carrots, but it's also got this unique seasoning in it that's really good.
Oh, Raven of Chaos, Born to Hand Jive for Smashing Day, they're all there as well. Well, Born to Hand Jive was there, now they're gone. Jack Skellington with the lead, Raven of Chaos, Wilson Barbosa as well here. Wolfwood Spiegel coming out of nowhere. Just to say, you know what, I'm here. So Wolfwood Spiegel is now ahead, and they'll follow them. If they can snipe this, they can snipe it, and they almost go through perfectly. They get slowed down though, which could be a blessing. Wolfwood Spiegel trying to shove them out the way. Wilson Barbosa, Almighty Bree, Barry Exhausted was right there as well. Some people have fallen off to their doom. Braden Young, this is the part now. Who will make it across this bridge? Not them. They're all dead. Well, Almighty Bree has made it. But so much death and destruction from behind. Almighty Bree making it over. As so many of us fall to their doom. Anyone stuck back there? No, I think we're okay. I think we've avoided the issue that we had last time. This looks like it's going to be on target. Almighty Bree looks like they're straight enough, and they're going to just land in there. There we go. Now, it is unlikely that Almighty Bree will be able to make it all the way themselves, but they could help somebody else win by knocking that block out the way. They fall to their doom, but they have cleared the obstacle for someone else to potentially win. But so many people are miles behind. Also, not again. Not again. Why? We'll follow Aussie, and then we'll have to check out what the hell's going on back there. But I have a bad feeling about this. They made it. No, they didn't. No, they didn't. Oh, come on, there's 3 of them at it now. What the? Oh my god. All the cool kids were doing it, they had to join in. Oh, for the love of God. Right, fuck winning the competition, this is fun. Let's just get stuck together and let's break the map together. Oh my god. Well, that's not going to have a conclusion. We have no winners for that particular map. Let's try the second map now, which is, if I'm correct here, the second map we should all be familiar with. Let's see if it rings a bell. This rings a bell. This looks very familiar. You guys recognise this? Let's go. Beamer is the first one out. We will follow Beamer. The very start is quite straightforward and simple. No one usually has a problem at the very start, but when you get down to that particular section, it's drop off after here. This is where things start going wrong. This is when the old maps that was managed to Arthur managed to fucking reinstate it essentially. And some people are going flying. People are flying over the place. Meowmix is gone. Crosses is up in the air. Sideshow Bob's gone. Public Scrutiny's gone. Consortium's gone. Beamer though is still ahead. Or they were. Jackals Angels overtaken. They survive. Beamer. Oh, it's slowed down though, and that could really have. And they've been sabotaged. Let's see who else survives this snake and tunnel. Mr. Chips is not going. Agent Proper's ahead. Sus. Shenanigans. Is Agent Proper actually going to win? On your cell, Agent Proper. Let's fucking follow you. Let's follow you. All you've got to do is pick one. There's so many tubes, Proper. Pick one. Just pick one. Pick one tube. Yeah, fucking fucking dumbass. How could you not pick up my tube? Damn it, proper. Look at all these guys, they knew how to pick a fucking tube, but Agent Proper's like, nah. I want to go down there, that looks more interesting. Yin follows suit.
Segment that everyone looks forward to.
So next after that is a big drop, of course. Nathan Coley is the first one down here. We're followed very closely by Raven of Chaos, Jack Skellington, John Quincy Adams, Major Detractor, so many now. There's me, I'm there as well, and there's goes Bump just has fucking been bumped to oblivion. Jack Skellington will be the first one to try the hole. What is a hole? That is a hole. You need to try and make that hole. That's right there. Oh, I'm not going to make it, that's for sure. This is bad news for me. Darcy the Flow, they're not making it either. I'm looking at them. Rebs say they've been hit the heart and they don't make it. Heather P is next to try. Let's follow Heather. Let's follow good old Heather. Heather, actually, that looked close. That looked very close. But the heart has denied them. So many close attempts here, and nobody's making it. And Tommy, oh no, not making it either. We are running out of people to try. Dips is next. They're a bit off balance, but oh, too far. Jammer 6 came so close as well. We are 2 people left, I think. Tim Snake and JR. Well, Tim Snake's not making it, that's for sure. And JR didn't even fucking get to the ramp. Well, that was a fucking kick in the arse. There we go. Not quite, but we can try again. MFP's asking, was this the one they nearly won? I'm not entirely sure. To know that, I would have to go to the end and confirm that. It might be. I think this is the one that Kevin P actually almost won. But I think momentum, they didn't have the momentum to get into the finish line and they hit the edge. I think this was this one. As you can see, all these marbles here. Pretty straightforward at the start. That ball can cause you damage, as well as that popping at the ground. Sending you flying into the sky. Jasper's Angel survived that. Hold up, Jasper's Angel survived that massive fucking bounce. They landed right before the portal and they made it through. Aiden K is right in the middle, that's perfect for them. Aiden K is doing quite well right here, they survived the laser as well. And they will be the first one to drop down. Can they survive this tunnel? This tunnel is quite lethal. It doesn't come out dead centre. It can throw you out the side like that. So Aiden K doesn't survive that, unlucky to them. Agreeable compliments is here. Lord Kumar, Chris Sizemore, Native Mamba, Arcestus, Francisco Ramos Major, Johnny Chase, Dare Bear, Hippocat, they're all here in contention right now as they approach this bridge. There are so many options here, so many tubes to go through to make it over this gap. Chris Sizemore looks like he's dead centre and he's going to make it over perfectly. Native Mamba, not lucky. Johnny Chase is making it, Sick Monkey's making it, Hippocat's making it. Francisco Ramos Major's making it, Otto Insane, they're making it, Braden Young as well. So many contenders. This is Meester's making it as well. World Leader 2, which is all the way down here. Let's follow people in the lead. Chris Sizemore, maybe the first one to try the hole. We'll keep a wee eye on Chris Sizemore as he'll be the first one to attempt the hole.
It's been a rough year.
He's not going to go straight off the way. A little nudge on the edge of that ramp as he was going off. Bad dismount from him, but here comes a whole slew of people now to try their luck. Lumen Marty made it. We have one person has made it, but they've timed it poorly. They've timed it poorly, looks like, and I don't think they're going to make it through. This is not good, this is not good. Whale Hunter made it as well. And so did Warlock Leader. 3 people made it and 3 people have been killed. So many people have made it, and yet it was all for naught as the timing was not right. The tube was not facing the right way. 3 people made it. The fact that we often have... Hold on. GH Champ, that was a new shortcut, that was an incredible shortcut there by GH Champ. But the fact that we have, sometimes we have no people making it whatsoever. But we had 3 people in quick succession make it right there. All with the worst timing possible. So unlucky. Rubbervar, unlucky, didn't make it then, those 2 are gonna, ooh, they nearly actually made it. Deadly, you again, why are you always the last one? Deadly Kaiser, oh, you didn't even fucking get the ramp properly. Deadly Kaiser last but not least. And they fall to their doom. Unlucky. We play one more time. Let's see if somebody can get a timing just right.
I need tips tonight. I need to pay bills over the weekend. I appreciate those who contribute in any way. But please, if you can tip me, do that.
We'll follow King Llama very temporarily.
Now it is time.
In fact, we will just zoom out from here.
One of the highest rated segments of all time that I've ever done.
Because I want to see if somebody gets launched sky fucking high.
It is time.
Or someone gets sent to the fucking moon. Come on, someone gets sent to the moon. Anyone getting sent to the moon? There we go. Oh, Nathan, Coley, and Tony. They got launched. And so many people have fallen to their doom already, fallen to their death. The dangerous course. Dorans, if they're not dead center, they're going to roll off the side. But Dorans does stay dead center. They're doing quite well. Dorans in the lead, and we shall follow them. They nearly fall off the ramp, but again they survive. Can Dorans keep staying alive here? Can they survive the exit here? They cannot. I spoke too soon. My bad. I feel like I jinxed them. I am going to wait here and watch people very... No, Heather's gone as well. So the consortium, Muslim, Barbosa, Ulfa, Arbalist, Ice Bread. They're all falling to our doom. We have 100 marbles left. Less than 100 now. The Mad Max were the first one to try and cross on the bridge. Will they get across the bridge? They look like they're going to fall in between. What a dafty. Who is next to try and cross the bridge? We have Midgard Metals and Dondo Crossus. And Dondo's flew right across. So many people are flying right across right now. So many people are making it look easy. And Dondo needs to get straightened up, and they have been. They've been straightened up perfectly. We'll go down here and we'll keep an eye on this section right here. Who will come through? Egret went too fast and went over the edge. Tragic. And yet funny. Tarty is a little bit off centre and they don't make it. Gal Shimigami also don't make it, and Dondo. Now this is the part now we wait for people to try and achieve. Can they do it? Can somebody... We had 3 people make it in this fucking tube last time, but the timing was not right. Wallboy doesn't even get a good try, but Electronic Heel might get a good one. Unlucky. Leave it out. Well, they're dead.
That's what this is all about and what it's always been. Me.
Bump Juice gets bumped off for the heart. Johnny Cornbread, bad timing. Silent Weapons and Neo Judah, bad timing as well. Steady Skyline, almost. They almost sniped it. They were so close. Cadence unlucky. Born to Hand Jive unlucky as well. The timing is just not there. Paul Flower looked like they had it. They looked like they had it and then they didn't. Looks like Rain is falling like rain. BR Joe is not going to have it. We have one more person to try. Winston. Winston, hashtag anime right. That might be good. It could have been good, but the heart gets in the way. And we have no winner. We move on to the final course. One we've never seen before. It's called Speedy Straight Sabotage. I have not seen this yet. This is brand new. 99% fatality rate. Well, this looks crazy. Right, let's begin. So pretty straightforward start. It's basically like Plinko, whatever. You fall down here. Nothing can kill you so far this part. This will slow you down, of course. What's the first thing that can kill you? Let's see. These maybe can? Do people die here? I don't think people are dead yet. No, people are not dead yet. People are still very much alive. So where does the danger come in? Oh, is it different sections? People can come out different sections there and fall off. Like Jared Game Freak has done, and Mr. Differently Abled. There's stairs. Oh, this is deadly. Yes, I see now how people can die very easily in this course. Yes, definitely. Let's keep an eye on Dimmick. Dimmick and Meester are up here. Almighty Bree as well. Almighty Bry, and is this good? Is being here good? Oh, that's not good. You need to make it across these wheels somehow without dying. Jasper's Angels and Wolf of Midnight are both in this wheel here. Jasper's Angels are going round in a loop-de-loop. We're following Jasper's Angels. They're the furthest ahead right now. Closely followed by Andondo, Yunfetti, Free Consortium, Braden Young, GH Champ. They're in contention here. But you know what these maps are like? Arthur usually leaves the most difficult part of it until the end. Oh, or do they all have to wait? They all have to wait until the next gap. That's a great way to try and fucking split people up. Is that a guaranteed? That's not guaranteed to push you through. You might go around the outside and miss it. Some people didn't, of course, but you could. No, Yin is gone. We'll follow Pond instead. Oh, don't tell me there's random luck as well here. This is it. Oh, and there's a barrier as well for the end. So you need to fucking make you want to have us facing this way, this tube here. Pond is gonna have a try. We need to see what happens here with Pond. No! They got rejected! No! Oh my god. Oh my god, Pond was so close. The timing was there. The timing was... they got rejected by that wall. Prophet's still alive. Mr. Extravagant is alive. Winston again is alive. Silent Legend's free. A guy with long hair is currently dancing away, but they died. Let's go back to up here where everyone is. Prophet is spinning around in circles and not making much progress whatsoever. They're stuck in pepper. Don't tell me they're stuck here forever. Don't tell me these two are stuck here forever in this tube. You pair of fucking dafties. Are you guys seriously stuck here forever? Just go around the fucking thing, you fucking dumbasses. Let me see what's happening back here. Oh, for fuck's sake, what happened here? Really? Really? Silent Weapons and Winston just chilling here through the fucking hole in the... Oh, fuck's sake. Let's go back up here. I think these guys are gonna be stuck here forever. Oh wait, Prophet finally made it. We have progress, and maybe that'll help Mr. Extravagant as well, because Prophet's not there to like bump them anymore. So here we go. We're still in contention. We still have a chance to, you know, finish. Have somebody finish. Nearly for Prophet though. It's all on Prophet. No pressure, Prophet. But you finish this course and you win this for us. Because it looks like we're getting stuck here with, you know, Silent Weapons and Winston just chilling back there, doing nothing. So I need pressure, Prophet. Oh no. What, that was a ramp going. Is that a ramp going the other way? Okay, no, he's going the right way. I thought he was going to roll back the way and die. Oh, that was so close. I had a bad feeling there for a second. No, you son of a bitch. Why you bald fuck? I guess we're going to keep an eye on Mr. Extravagant then to see if he can finally navigate his way through this part. Prophet got a lucky bounce and managed to get through, so maybe Mr. Extravagant can also do that. You just need one particular lucky bit of momentum. It worked for Prophet. We need to wait for... We need to wait this out. Eventually Mr. Extravagant will get a chance to, you know, go forward. It happened for Prophet and it will happen for Mr. Extravagant at some point in time. Eventually. Well, I mean, we can either wait like 5 minutes or we can just call it. I will let you guys decide. You willing to wait a few minutes to see if Mr. Extravagant can get out this permanent loop of doing nothing? We'll give it another few minutes, okay? but it looks like they're repeating the same thing over and over. Like the exact same movements, like they're repeating over and over. I'm not imagining that, am I? It really looks like they're doing the exact same motions over and over again. Yeah, this part repeats over and over. Like they hit that once and then they go around it and then down it and then yeah, it's literally this is the same move. Move the camera. I mean, yeah, there you go. I'll move the camera for you. I'll make people feel very sick. These two are still chilling up here. You having a great time in there, guys? Let me just fucking see how you guys are doing there. Oh, they're huddled together for what? Winston and silent weapons together until the end. Just watching Mr. Extravagant struggle to get through a fucking loop.
In particular, I don't know why you guys. Okay, why are you laughing?
I think, guys, we're going to have to. I think this is not progressing whatsoever. It is literally the same thing over and over again. They go up, they don't make it, they hit this speed boost once and they go around it in a circle, and then they hit this. It's the same, it's the exact same thing over and over again. They are stuck forever. We will try 2 more times. We'll try again, we'll try 2 more times on that map. I did say give each map 3 goes. That's always been the first one. It didn't even count it as a 1 completed try. Ah, balls. We'll try again. And go. Ooh, this is all confusing. We're following GH Champ right now, just because we can. So this one interests me. The top, so there we go, the middle one. The middle one takes you all the way to the top and throws you out. And you can die this way because there's no walls at the side. Meowmix got thrown to the side and they're dying, they're dead. So much death and destruction. Brian A though. Brian A in the lead here. Setting the standard, setting the tone. Look at Brian A. Look at Brian A dying like a champ. Barrett, Wells and Coolump in here as well. Can they make it over? They can indeed. I want to follow Barrett, damn it. There we go. We're following Coolump. Oh, that's a very narrow path. Lemon, Martin, Barrett, Wells are all in here. And hold on. This is the loops. I recognise this shit. We're following Barrett Wells, who made it to past the loops. So we're following Barrett Wells. When Martin, Velron and Cadence Animator are all just dead as well. So is Mob Mama Support is there as well. Timmy O'Toole made it as well. A whole bunch of marbles are in this little pack right here. And a whole bunch more are packing up here and waiting for the next gap. If you're hugging the outside wall here, you're going to miss the gap. Barrett Wells has made it through. This is a tricky part here. You want to stay dead centre. You can fall down the gaps here. That's not a good sign for Barrett Wells. They've not made it. Going down that side's not good either. You want to go down to the right. The Consortium knows what he's doing. Has the Consortium timed this right? Wobbly's timed it perfectly. Wobbly has timed it absolutely perfectly. We must follow Wobbly. No, we mustn't because they fall to their doom. Consortium, they don't make it. The Consortium. I don't think they timed it right. Give them a blood as well. They definitely not timed it right. They're going to go through the portal. They both missed the portal. And some guy named Steve is flirting very dangerously with the edge. Oh, for fuck's sake. Hold on, give me a second. Give me a second. So you're stuck in here. So the fox is stuck in here. I recognise that. Thomas Salad is stuck here. Oh, they're not stuck, they're moving. Okay, they're moving. Okay, we need to keep an eye on Steve. That might not be good. They went for the portal, they lived to survive another day. And now they're dead. Okay, we won't focus on them. Okay, so let's go to number 1. I believe this is a fox. And I believe they're stuck. I recognise this pattern. Mr. Extravagant had the exact same pattern. I recognise that. Let's go to second place. Tossed salad is being battered left and right at this section here. They're not actually going forward whatsoever. They're just getting battered to the left and then battered to the right by these fucking paddle things. At no point in time are they getting filtered through to the centre. They're just getting knocked about like a fucking tennis ball. So they're doomed. So let's check out third place. Beamer. Oh, for God's sake, you're all in here. Beamer's in here, and who else is in here? And we got you, Torment, and we got Nathan Coley. Toss Salad is finally down, they're dead. We got Lima Whiskey in here. There's like 4 marbles in here, just chilling. So we have 1 marble stuck in perpetuity in here, and the rest are just chilling in here. How did he even get in here? How does this happen? How, I mean, how did he, is there some sort of strange like collision gap at this very edge here? Or a sedge or something? Who is it there? It might be some sort of strange collision gap here or something, I don't know. Yeah, it may be that. All I know is that this course is, but again, I'm going to go to the main menu. This is a very bad course in my opinion. So buggy. But, you know what? I have an idea. I have an idea. Instead of trying that course again one final time, I'm just going to pick a different Arthur map. So, me type in Arthur's name. Rolling and rolling and rolling. We'll pick rolling, rolling, rolling. We'll see what this one's all about. Although I feel like we've played this before. The name sounds familiar. I don't think we've played this one before because I think I would remember. The fuck kind of Candyland bullshit is this? Okay, we've not played this one before. Fuck it, let's go. This one has a 99% elimination rate as well. Let's see. So if you go down the middle could be good as well. Everything's good so far, as far as I can tell. Agent Proper is ahead. We need to follow Agent Proper in our first journey down here. On yourself, Agent. Is that a barrel? Blown up barrel? No, it's not just a block. It was a blow up barrel. That barrel blows you up. And so many people are dying behind us. Agent Proper's not running low. Agent Proper survives. We are following Agent Proper and we're going to... Ooh, he's a close one. We are sticking with Agent Proper. As we go down and around in a little spiral here, a big drop here. Good roll. Bad momentum direction. Fuck you. Purple Hockey goes as well. Wolfwood Spiegel. We'll follow Wolfwood Spiegel. Unlucky Agent Proper. Oh, the steps. And there's lasers on the steps. Oh, this is gonna be so much destruction. This is gonna be chaos. There we go. Oh my god, there's so much destruction and chaos, and how much more of this is there go? And we got, oh my god, we got bouncy trampoline steps. Wolfwood Spiegel's gone, War Dog's gone, so many people died from that bouncy steps going down the way. There's explosive barrels there as well. Poland. We'll follow Poland, and looks like rain is right behind as well. Ice Bread and Windows 96, but this is it's a beautiful looking course, but it's like also deadly as all hell. Where's the exit? Is there a hole you just fall through? Rather, there is, it's right there. And there we go. Now, of course, the big question is, where's the finish? Also, what the fuck? There's oh no, there's barrels here as well, there's explosive barrels everywhere. And those arrows will shoot you back. No, you son of a bitch. Oh my god, this is crazy. This is absolutely nuts. Oh, you got fucking sent flying. Ice spread. Ice spread has made it out, and they're racing with Yin to get down here. They're floating over. Is that the finish over there? Is that the finish over there? Through that? Is that a portal? Where's the finish? Hold on. Where's the finish? Where's the finish? You gotta be kidding me. You gotta be kidding me. The finish was in there. The finish was in there, I think. I'm determined to see the finish. Where's the finish? Was the finish in there? It leads to a portal. I don't understand where the finish is. I'm so confused. I am so confused. This is called rolling, rolling, rolling. I'm gonna add that to my favourites for sure. I need to play that one more time. Because my brain is fried trying to keep it all going on in that course here. We'll follow Dimmick. No pressure, Dimmick, you know, but we're expecting you to show us good stuff. I stopped following Dimmick. Steve the Dead is in the lead. Let's follow Steve the Dead. Oh well. Sorry Steve, you died. So I started following, just got fucking barbecued. Braden Young going to avoid the barrel, but someone's going to hit it. Someone's going to hit that. There we go. Braden Young in the lead, but not for long. They've been overtaken by Beamer and Lima Escape, but they both get thrown down the side. Braden Young back in the lead. Only barely though. You don't want to fall down there, that's leading to your doom down there. So many people are falling down there. Heather Peace would get cooked. There we go. Unlucky Heather. Down we go. Oh, not the sides, not the sides, not the sides. No! Oh, Braden Young, you just survived. This is a crazy bit though. These steps with the massive amount of lasers. They are claiming victims already. Oh, so much destruction. We're losing marbles so fast. We're losing so many marbles. We're down to the last 38. We started with 218 marbles. Just Davis bounced off to his doom. Oh, that's a bad bounce as well. We're down to the last 23, 22, 21. Oh, they're all dying right now. And there's a bloody barrel there as well, for God's sake. All these marbles are falling to our doom. They'll follow King Llama as they drop down to this Plinko style board with all the explosive barrels in there. So, let's keep a wee eye down here and see what happens. We'll just focus on this bit for now. King Llama trying to make their way through, but they're hitting all the barrels. They've made it through though. We must follow King Llama. That's a good flip there, but this is it. Are they going to make it? Is anyone else going to make it? The knee dropped perfectly. The knee dropped perfectly down here. They haven't. They haven't. What the? What the? What's going on? Oh, I don't quite get what's going on. Has anyone won yet? No. This didn't happen last time. Radman's so close. Oh, they're so close. I think you want to get down one of these holes to win. I'm not entirely sure. Redneck Ogre's in there and they're bouncing about like crate. They died. Crash Override died. I thought they won there for a second. God damn.
Okay, I mentioned this
Well, that's going to be an interact. Okay, well, what have we learned here? The Arthur makes ridiculous maps, but this one was a good one. This one was a good one. I think what I'm going to do is remove Rollin'. I wasn't a big fan of Rollin'. Seems too buggy for me. But Speedy Straight Sabotage, that was tight. That map was great. We're keeping that one. So that's what that one was. That was. You know what? One more time. I'll screw it. It triggers my OCD, but we've only played it 2 times. Wait, this is not. I removed the wrong map. I think. This is the buggy map, isn't it? Balls. No, it was Rollin', wasn't it? Hold on. I may have removed the wrong map. Damn, hold on. I did remove the wrong map, son of a bitch. Where are you? Rollin'. There's a fucking thing there. There we go. We're playing this one more time. Because that's it, so there you go. Cheers to Aviga for, you know, re-upping the membership, popping the membership message saying 3 months of bingo. Freck is love, Freck is life. Freck is a goddamn nightmare and abomination. I blame you and me stuff for it. On that note, we're trying this one more time. This crazy wee course that we have here. This brilliant wee course. This is insanity, this course. We'll follow YG August. Can they avoid the lasers? They can indeed. Can they avoid that big explosive barrel in there? They can indeed. They couldn't. Someone got boomed. Can they avoid the edges? No, they can't. They can name the speed carrying through. Come on, YG August, you can do it. You can make it. We've been following YG August since near the start, and somehow we're still alive. The commentator's curse, the caster's curse, has not struck YG August yet. And we'll see them drop down. There we go. Fantastic stuff indeed. And they're finally down. Unlucky YG August is a good run. We'll follow train now. This kills so many marbles. We have 115 marbles at this point in time. So many are getting nuked though. We're down to the last 100. We've lost a 10 in a row right there. We're down to 70. We're down to 60. We're down to 59. So many marbles have perished, but we've got Kel Denson. Guy with long hair and Lassie Man all bouncing down together in unison. And all bouncing through the... Oh my god, all three of them fucking lemming their way to fucking doom. Dare Bear. Good old reliable Dare Bear. They have made it through all the madness, all the insanity, and we're following Dare Bear. Mikey, are you done? No, you're dead. And so are these guys. Prophet's gone as well, unlucky to Prophets, and Braden Young I think hit a barrel. Quite a lot of marbles though, following Dare Bear down here as we make our way towards this chaotic section here. All these logs and all these things to hit, including all these barrels that explode. Making the big... Oh, if someone is fitting to be in a section, making the big boom. Making the big boom better hit a barrel. I'll be annoyed if we don't. There you go. Making the big boom is making a big boom. Dare Bear! No, they're gone. They're making the big boom. Can they survive? They do. Making the big boom is going to make it over. This bit is just sheer madness. I have no earthly clue how to win this. You get here and then it's like, what happens? Well, they landed in the... Oh, they went too far! Well, let's keep an eye on everyone, I guess, and what happens here. Hold on, the eel might make it. No, they don't. And they've been knocked off. Jeffrey Walsh might be alive. No, they're gone. Nidhogg, they're there. Yes, we'll keep an eye on Nidhogg and see if they can snipe this. They need to land inside. No, they're going. They're going. They're going. Well, we tried. We tried, and that's the main thing. What have I learned from this lesson? Never try. If you try, you're just going to die. So, don't try. I'm going to end how I always end, by having lovely autos on the screen. As I say, I hope you all enjoy the rest of your Friday, and I hope you all enjoy your Saturday as well. I won't be back until Sunday. I will return on Sunday for some more robust bingo antics. Until then, guys, I hope you all enjoy the rest of your Friday. Enjoy your Saturday as well. Whatever you end up doing, I hope it's a good one. I hope you guys it's a good, fun, enjoyable, robust time. Make sure you check out some of the chats for streamer tomorrow. Remember, Phil's going to tell his day off story tomorrow. You can't miss that. It's the most hype content in the world. You love Phil's day off stories. So yeah, whoever's restreaming Phil's antics tomorrow, make sure, I think the track to be make sure the Saturdays, for example. Make sure you check out whoever anyway and enjoy whatever you end up doing. Thank you very much for super chats, guys. Thank you as well to Arcestis for gifting 5 memberships earlier on. Greatly appreciated. I'm going to end how it always end. By playing the Tories PIG contributions made by supremely talented Pixar Animations. So guys, until Sunday, have a good one, thanks again, and I'll catch you all later. Peace out.
On September 14th, a pre-authorized payment of $16.51 from PayPal.
Alright, Luna Mills has tipped me $1.30. It says, I'm back. What's your favorite type of shower? When you're showered in money. When you go outside and all of a sudden, greenbacks start falling from the sky. And you raise your face up, you're like, oh, you start dancing, you go, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Alright, I don't know what the hell you're talking about, but thank you for the first tip of the day. Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, 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 yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. These contributions are mandatory. Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, 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 yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. These contributions are mandatory. Show me the money. Free. Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, 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 yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. These contributions are mandatory. And it's gone, just gone like that.